Oh, see how that went? See how that went? But I was only like 9 seconds live, and I figured out on my own with nobody here that I was muted. I'm getting better at this shit. I'm getting better at this. Welcome, welcome to whatever this is. Whatever this is, the late night stream that I've got running this evening. I think I'm gonna play bass. I've got some invites out to some people. We'll see if anybody shows up. We'll see if anybody shows up. I'm not gonna take a lot of time because if I do, I'm gonna end up getting into some of the flower, and I have limited resources here tonight, so I don't want to push things with that or anything along those lines. Let me get my earbuds here, and I'll just use this as a time to do a little bit of bass practice, since it's a late night vibe, so others can show up, others can be here and have some fun. But until then, I'll play some bass. I'm gonna warm up with some Jimi Hendrix. What? Manic depression's touching my soul. I know what I want, but I just don't know how to go about getting it. Feeling sweet music from my fingers. Oh, manic depression's touching my soul. I'm just killing time. Woman so willing, sweet cause in vain. You make love, you break love, it's all the same. When it's over, feeling sweet music, I wish I could caress. Oh, manic depression's a frustrating mess. I like it when I make mistakes. I think I'll go turn myself off and go down all the way. Really no use in me hanging around in your kind of scene. Feeling sweet music, I wish I could caress and kiss. Oh, manic depression's a frustrating mess. There we go. There. Betty! What are you? This is way past your bedtime, Betty. This is way past your bedtime. What are you? You got a live in the morning, don't you? You need to post the link to your live. That's what you need to do. Hang on a second, Betty. Let me see if this will let me. I'm gonna make a comment so it'll go up to where, because I can't do things. I can't reach the 3 dots on the last one because they have that. You're a content creator. You know how it is. Hey, Betty. That's what I'm gonna write, and that'll move it up so I can then just go ahead and give you a wrench. That way you can post the link to your live tomorrow morning. Go ahead and get that thing put in there. I'm just doing a little bit of bass. Can't sing this one, play it at the same time. I think that's higher ground. a lot slower than Flea plays it, though. There's no way I can play what Flea's got going on with that. That's just too much. That's just too much. I'm just killing some time playing some bass, seeing if any of the cast members show up to FDR. If you look up there in the corner, you'll see the logo for FDR. It's going to be our new comedy show that's coming back next month. I don't know what FDR stands for. I mean, I do, but that's up to you to decide. Everybody out there, what do you think FDR means? I mean, we've had some crazy ideas. My personal favorite is Frank did Rhonda, but freaks, degenerates, and rejects, that kind of goes along with what we've got going on with our kind of comedy. Yeah. Hey, John P. Adventures, hanging out, yeah. Keeping his pants on. I'm glad to see that, John. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm hanging out on a Tuesday night, yeah. Really high. Picked up the bass, and now I'm live, and I don't know this place. I am losing my mind. Hey, I see you dropped it out there. Hey, John, that is Betty J. Gather. Since you're here and you're the only other one here, you need to get connected to Betty. Get over there and click that link and hit a notification bell so you get notified. Give her a like. Betty is awesome. She is a beautiful, beautiful woman who has been so good to me, and you will be glad to see, because Betty J is oh yeah. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling all right. Oh, I got nothing I should be singing tonight. I got nothing going on. No good words. I'll just do the song the way I wrote it. If I can think of how I wrote it. What are the first lines to it? I'm not gonna put the pressure on it. Yeah, it's Hope I Die, that's right. Here we go. Hope I die in the sun. Want flowers on my grave in the sweet, sweet warm sunshine. When I die, when he dies. Want a 21 gun salute. Flag on my tombstone, statue of me riding on a big white horse. When I die, when he dies. When I die, ooh, don't forget my name. Parade all up and down Main Street. Banners and streamers everywhere, yeah, all of them say my name and how great I was. Yes, I was great. He was great. When I die, ooh, don't forget my name. Put my head on a mountain so everyone can see me from far and wide. Pay money to climb in my head, learn facts from a tour guide. Like how I fought bears, he fought bears. When I die, ooh, don't forget my name. When I die, ooh, don't forget my name. Good night, Betty. I hope everybody out there sees those posts that Betty's made, and I hope everybody out there gets connected to Betty J, because Betty is awesome in every way, and you know I'm not telling you some sort of story about that, no. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm loving life over here. I'm loving everything. Having a good day. I'm having fun. Love you, John. And you're not the only one, man. Everybody out there, I hope you're having fun tonight. I hope your dreams are coming true, because my life's going all right. I'm doing okay. Not gonna complain. Got a lot of things on the horizon. That's insane. Oh, that wasn't bad. That rhyme there, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that. Oh, oh yeah. When I die, ooh, don't forget my name. Yeah, crappy endings. I am known for crappy endings. That's what I'm known for out there. Oh, UFO stories and Bigfoot. John is a good person. John is a good person. That's why I'm sending him your way, Betty. You guys are good people. And pretty much everybody that comes out to my channel, they all turn out to be good people. I kind of like that. Okay, I'm going to try to do some Rick James, because April 6th on Camp G-May, there is going to be Funk Fest, and I get to play at Funk Fest. I get a 20-25 minute set, so I'm going to try to work on some funk, do some Rick James, have a little bit of fun, that kind of thing. Oh, let me have a sip of coffee. Most people are younger than me, Betty. Most people are younger than me. I'm getting up there. It's the bass that keeps me young. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. I usually get the words wrong. She's a very kinky girl, the kind you don't take home to mother. And she will never let your spirits down. No, once you get her off the streets. She likes the boys in the band. She says that I'm her all-time favorite. And when I make my move to her room, it's the right time. Oh, she's never hard to please. That girl is kinda wild now. That girl's a super freak. That kind of girl you read about in New Age magazines. That girl is kind of kinky. That girl's a super freak. I really love to taste her every time we meet. She's alright, yeah, she's alright. That girl's alright with me. Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. She's a super freak, she's super freak, hey, yeah. She's a super freak, she's super freak, hey, yeah. Can't touch this. Hey, Pole Vault. Hey, Ian. You all know Betty? She's a very special girl. From her head down to her toenails. And she will wait backstage with me. All her girlfriends are in a limousine. 3 is not a crowd for her. Room 714, she'll be waiting. And when I get to there, there's cheers, wines, and candles. Oh, it's such a freaky scene. Oh, that girl is pretty kinky. That girl's a super freak. Oh, the kind of girl you read about in New Age magazine. That girl is pretty wild now. That girl's a super freak. Oh, I really love to taste her every time we meet. She's alright, yeah, she's alright. That girl's alright with me. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. She's a super freak, she's super freaky, yeah. She's a super freak, she's super freaky, yeah. Can't touch this. I'm gonna end there. I feel like that went okay. I feel like that kind of went okay. Anybody feel like playing music? Anybody? If I do something like this, and if I don't know you, you're not coming up. I'm just, oh, this is wrong. I've got the wrong link. I've got the wrong link. Let me find the right link. Oh, jeez. Oh, here we go. I got the link. Now I can do this. If you're bored, Pole Vault, feel like coming up, Ian, if you feel like, playing some music, Betty, if you come up and want to give me a hard time about what I'm doing. I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. Pay for every dance, selling each romance. Ooh, what they say. But there will come a day when youth will pass away blue. What will they say about me? When the end comes, I know there was just a gigolo. Life goes on without me. I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. Pay for every dance, selling each romance. Ooh, what they say. But there will come a day when youth will pass away blue. What will they say about me? When the end comes, I know. That's it. End comes, I know there was just a gigolo. Life goes on without me. Yeah, that's that. What I want to do is I want to change it to and let me run the ad just to give everyone that doesn't know a little bit of context here. To raise funds here at Rich New Design, we're trying to launch something.
Are you or a loved one an elderly woman with a disposable income and a desire to once again feel the touch of a man? Then call the Geriatric Gigolo. All major credit cards accepted, group rates available. Call now.
Welcome, Pole Vault. Welcome. How are you doing today?
Am I here?
You're here. You were up here for the Geriatric Gigolo ad.
I always
showed up-
got to ask why does it have to be a woman?
It's just I figured that's because I don't think I'm every guy's cup of tea. I don't think I'm every guy's cup of tea. I'm more specialized in that. I'm willing to try, but I can't deliver. I can't deliver on all the goods in the other area. It's just no experience. I'm hungry. If the money was right, I'm not saying no.
So what you're saying is you're kind of you're trying to play hard to get. You're like
Well, no, not hard to get. I'm just raising the bar on the money. That's all. It's just, it's gotta pay a bill. It's gonna have to pay a bill. I gotta say that. It's at least gotta reach that level.
Like
But no,
buffet type, or are we talking buffet, or are we talking fancy restaurant?
Oh no, buffet. I'm not. No, I realize. This is a business of opportunity. And with the baby boomers just now, they're all dry. I want to take advantage of that. And the women are living longer than the men, so I got to be there. I feel like it's also a community service.
Yeah,
you're
practically a spring chicken to them.
Exactly. 55. They're like, woo. They're doing. I can feel appreciated. I can feel hot. I can feel. Younger woman's gonna make me just think about. Do I go on? Do I bother trying? No. Older woman's gonna make me feel good. Gonna make me feel real good. And, but along those lines, we're gonna come out with another ad because clearly this ad's not doing any good. Nobody is contacting the Geriatric. So I'm going to use that song, change the lyrics. I'm the Geriatric Gigolo, and even though you're old, you still can feel the touch of a man. If you pay the price, the loving will be nice. Ooh, I'll do the best I can. And should you pass away, you'll sign a waiver that will say, no, it wasn't the gigolo's fault. And I don't have any other lines past that. That's that. I need that next line. because then it's just going to be humming. It'll be humming with the announcer voice over top, talking about group rates and things along those lines.
You can
But,
kind of do one of those rap things, where you try to rhyme fault with balls.
okay, if it'll bring in the cash,
Balls.
I'll do whatever. That's the thing. It's finding what the ladies of that generation are interested in. I'm doing I may need to go further back. I do the tie-dye, which fits into the 60s. I may have to get myself, I don't figure a zoot suit, though they're all gone. The zoot suit women are all gone. I need those 60s, the 50s and 60s. If you were a teen,
You may get it with the brawny look. The freaking flannel shirt with the rolled up, and get you, and go with the little Magnum PI
get the Magnum PI, and I have an axe. There's a photo on my Facebook of me in a denim. It was a denim, but I had my axe on my shoulder, so I was going out to split wood. That's Rita. That's exactly how I need to do it. That's exactly how I need to do it. Hello there, Rita. Let me put these up so people can see who's here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm such a bad host. I'm not good at these things. This over here it's because I got to see. I'm still a bad host. I don't know what I'm doing. This is pole vault.
You could go for the, and it's not Sunshine, but
Sunshine's not even here.
Yeah,
she's not even
but
with
she
you.
could come in and any minute and throw shit at me. I don't know.
Well, then we'll leave her name up because I want you at least to have something to cover your ass. Hey, I even have your name here. This is I was thinking of you. And I'll back you up on that. I do not want anyone to suffer any type of relationship issues. No, I want to steer clear of all of that.
Oh, you've seen my show.
Yes, I've seen your show.
She catches me on fire. I don't think there's
She's got the fire wand and everything along those lines.
It's only uphill. And she poured cereal down my ass a few weeks ago, so that wasn't good.
You guys have something special. It's really nice. No, I actually really enjoy that show. The chemistry and everything, the vibe is really good and all that. And I gotta say, I was dying at the big wiener. At the big wiener. Does it matter? Does it matter if it's a big wiener or not? And the electricity, the shock of all that. No, I'm gonna go in there. I've got a big wiener. I'm going in there. I've got a big wiener. You were just hammering it home. I was here laughing. I was here laughing real good through all of that.
And the thing is, Wes, is one of the things when we make these shows. I mean, I like Jerry Seinfeld show. Okay, and I think I might laugh maybe 3 times, and it's worth the show to watch. Get a couple of laughs, a couple. If I can make you laugh a couple of times, watching my show, it's a success. I mean, not everything's going to be funny to everyone, but dude, and I realize what you do now. Oh shit, man, this is a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but when I see all those laughing emojis coming up, it just
totally worth it.
Yeah.
That is the payoff. This is, and I've said it forever, and I've had a rough end of last year and beginning of this year, because this is my mental health therapy. This is what keeps me. If I can just make, and it can be a rando. I don't even have to know who it is. If they laugh, I'll feel okay. I have this thing that I have to do that, or else I'm not doing okay. And so that, it's totally worth it. That makes it worth it. We've got big plans. We've got really big plans for season 2 of FDR. You are coming up with some beautiful names. I'm loving all the ones that you're throwing out there. It's, it was FDR, and it was like I really wanted it to be the full. It was just FD, but then it was like if we add a word with an R, we can have FDR, and I'll just make all those lame jokes because nobody knows FDR, right? We've got a new deal for you. We're not lame like the other FDR. Those sort of, just really, Nobody will get, half the people won't know who we're talking about, but I'll love it.
R is such a hard one to deal with because there's actually an old joke that you remember the little Dirty Johnny jokes. I know you know. Okay,
Yep.
so the teacher says, "Hey, A," and Dirty Johnny's like, "Me, me, 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 me," and she's like, "Oh, he's gonna say ass. I'm not going to him," and
Yep.
you know, and then he goes to B, and I me, 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 me. Oh, he's gonna say bitch. I'm not going to him, and the teacher gets all the way down to R and says, I don't even know a bad word that starts with R. Okay, R. And Dirty Johnny's like, me, 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 me. And she's like, okay, Dirty Johnny, you go ahead and tell the class a word that starts with R. And he says, rat with a dick this big.
I was waiting for that. It was like, I knew there was something coming. I knew there was something coming. Oh man, let me check and see what we got. What do we do? I thought it was Federated Department of Recess. There you go. I like that. Federated Department of Recess. That can work. Love the show in the town. We are getting there. Thank you for that comment. End of April, FDR, formerly known as Lapstick. FDR is coming with 10 episodes, a lot more pre-recorded, the same amount, and I don't know how the fuck we're going to do it, the same amount of improv that we had in the last, but then adding all this other, we got crazy ideas, adding all this other stuff to keep people tuned in, and there's times that I think, is this going to end up being a 3-hour show? Because we would go close to 2 with the improvs we were doing already. And now with these additional pre-recorded things we're doing, I'm going to have to trim somewhere. We might not come out as a cast at the end. We might, we'll do something. I don't know. But it's we all need it. Exactly. There you go. There you go. That's what we need. And see, that is the gift. People tell me, "Oh, you're really good at this." It's like, no, I can just come up with the dirty response to whatever I hear. That's my improv. So that's why either Steve or Karen, those different characters, they're hilarious for me. I never know going into that show what anybody is bringing. Gary, when he shows up with Charlie, I have no freaking clue what's going on with him. I never have an idea with SC during the alien report. With everybody, they have some ideas. We all show up and we just laugh our asses off while we try to go through this stuff, and it's the best. It's the best feeling. And that cast, I can't give enough credit to just they do it all. I'm just Mr. One-Liner. That's all the fuck I am. But I am laughing my ass off through it all, and like Art of Floundering. You catch his lives. You catch Art of Floundering doing his lives by himself for an hour with that cavalcade of characters that he has in his world of insanity.
One thing I can't get over is how insanely good Will plays the guitar. I mean, and he's like, I'm just up here, for like, and all the rest of the musicians are just sitting there blank faced, like, did we just see that shit? Oh. I mean, that Jimi Hendrix rendition he did of Hey Joe. I'm like, me and Imp were sitting there like, are you freaking kidding me with that shit right now? I mean, he just ripped that shit out.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't like it because
are you out of your mind?
I know. That's the thing. He's a shredder. He's just a shredder from back, and he had to when he had his accident, because now he's recovered, or he's been recovered for a year now since his surgery. He's a miracle that things are working, but he was in so much pain, he had to get that. The only guitar that would really work was that Cordoba that he's got, because it's a flamenco style, and he had to totally learn a new way to kind of play in order to deal with the pain. That's where he came up with this whole style that he uses on there. He's a shredder. He's just, definitely. He has got so much talent. And his shows, you don't have to even watch them. If you watch them, they're amazing. but you can be listening, and he just fills every moment with comedy. Every moment is got it. It's kind of hard in improv, when the narrator suddenly all of a sudden appearing, said Steve, said whoever said this. Here he is. Here he is. Those are the fun moments. Those are the fun moments. But he's just amazing. What's happening out here?
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Pole Vault, what's up,
Hey.
sunshine, peace and love? I'll put this on mute, Rich. I just got the thing. I was, anyway, hi. So excuse me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. No, we're just up having some fun. We were just talking about how amazing your show is, how amazing your
Oh,
guitar playing is, and everything
stop.
else.
Stop.
Literally,
please.
you were the friggin' topic. Your ears must have been burning and all that coming
No, but guys, thank you. That's really super nice, and I appreciate that, especially coming from you guys.
See there, he's doing it. He's doing it.
in.
Doing
I
what?
know. It's the modesty. It's the
Yeah.
modesty. He's
But what I was trying to do is there's this place, and I can drive by it and show it to you, where they're interested in me coming in and doing like a guitar, singing thing, right? But
Right.
I really, I want to do both. After what happened last night was the open mic, I can't do puppets without playing. I can't separate the two. You know what I mean? And
it has to be all one.
yeah, and I'm trying to get to this owner who I think is pretty cool, and trying to convince him that I'm not like completely insane, because I get those looks anytime I talk about puppets. The looks I get are just you know what I mean.
Do you
So,
carry the
anyway.
cock around with you? Do you? I mean, so they see what you're bringing to the table. Do you? Well, let me just show you. Have you seen Bubba? Bubba's the biggest cock you'll ever see. Just
Well,
lead with that.
Honestly, the reason why I didn't do something with the large cock, because I figured if I bombed, I didn't want to stain the legacy of the large cock with bomb, but anyway, enough about that shit. It was, Wes, we're going to have a great summer, dude. I'm feeling it. I really am.
It's gonna be a great year. This is good. It has to. It just has to. You ever feel that way? It has to be a good year and everything. Calix, peace and love. And I saw Allie. Allie must have finished her stream. She had a stream going on where she was painting. And while I'm mentioning that, the link at the top that's pinned to the top of the chat is to Allie's catalog with her late. She's got a lot of abstracts on there that are just amazing. I could let her talk about them, I guess, but she'd have to be here. Oh wait, she is. There
Oh,
she
hi.
is.
How's it going? What's going on?
Pretty good. We were just talking about the link that's pinned to the top of the chat that is your catalog with the abstracts. How did your painting go? How did the
Oh, it
painting
went
go
well.
tonight?
You want to see it?
Yes, yes,
Yay.
Wait,
please.
which one? Because I did this one and then I did this one.
Let's look at that one first. Let's look at
Okay.
that one first. Oh, jeez. It's so
Cool.
fucking amazing.
God, you're going to make me wreck the car, Allie. Look at it, that
Well, don't
amazing
wreck the
piece of
car. Well,
art.
don't look at that.
No, don't look.
I'm not.
Don't look,
Jesus.
Will.
But it's so cool.
We are not responsible for car wrecks. That's not us. That
In
looks
fact,
amazing. I love the colors on that. I love
Thank
the
you.
colors on that. And let's see that last one you were working on. It just looks evil. It just looks real evil.
Really? I think it looks cute.
There's a cuteness to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it. That is it kind of has some scary elements. It kind of has some.
Really?
We're going for scary here. Maybe I'm
No, I
wrong.
wasn't going for scary at all. I was going for cute.
It's very cute.
I totally
It's
missed the
very
mark.
cute. I think it's you nailed it. I'll go with your opinion. You nailed it. It's very cute. It's very cute. Don't you think so out there, everybody? Falcro, what do you think out there, Falcro? Blue chicken.
It's
Peace
always
and
so
love,
cool
peace
over at
and love.
Alley's. you know, you go into like so many different chats and there's so many things going on. And you go over to Allie's and it's just chill. I always say she's the new Bob Ross because
Oh,
me and Sunshine watch her, and it's just like we can be like having a bad day or something, and it's just like,
oh, that's
It's
awesome. I
it's
watching.
love that
very
so much.
relaxing. It's
Yeah, yeah, it
very
is.
relaxing being over there. It's very chill and relaxing.
I really
I always
appreciate that.
enjoy it.
I have to admit, sometimes I'm like, oh, damn, she just fucked that up. And then she starts pulling it around, and you're like, oh, shit.
Hmm.
Wow.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't know it was going that way. Just
Uh,
like I said, that's why it's like a Bob Ross thing.
it's
You know,
all
you're like,
I
where's
never
this
doubt it.
going?
I
Yeah,
never doubt it.
yeah.
She just nails it. Maine, peace and love, peace
Hey,
and love.
man.
I hope every hashtag awesome. If any of you, some of you are, content creators. Some of you want people coming around to your channels. Hashtag awesome will drop the link to your channels. So, people might get connected. Try talking to them. Personality, usually lead with that. If you don't have one, then you can rely on, let me just, well, how do you do it, Falcro? How do you bring people? I had to. It was I have to. Richard's awesome. I have to give him a hard time. I just feel necessary at times to do that. Now things are picking up around here. We're moving back into getting it done zone. Gonna be got a lot of stuff happening back behind the scenes. We're supposed to be working tonight. I've been working, doing videos, doing graphics and stuff into the evening, and I don't sleep enough. And but tomorrow, I haven't had my kids here for the last week. My children have been with their mother for the last week, and so tomorrow they're coming back for the next week with Dad, and that'll be nice to have them come back because I have missed them this past week. It's been the first week without them around, and so that's kind of been nice,
Well,
to have
that's a
them
hard
coming.
that's a hard adjustment. I remember my days right when I started into joint custody. It took a while to get used to that first, you know what I mean, Wes? Like night
Yeah,
without my daughter. It was like something was
yeah. It
amputated. It sucked,
it's been like 6 years since there's been an evening where they were somewhere else, and so
Yeah.
so it was quite an adjustment. But I video chat with them every night.
I
I've got a room created here that I just have them come into, and I talk to them, and they've been having fun. They're doing okay, so I'm not worried
yeah.
about them at this point. And they're coming
Well,
back. We're gonna be pulling out the paints and everything tomorrow, and it'll be
I've got
dance
some
party and fun times all over again.
I've got two things, man. One is if there's anything you want to see, like old Colorado City at night or something like that before I go home, let me know and I can try to drive by there. But there's not much happening. Um, that's the first thing, man. I'll wait for the second thing. But there is something I need to run by you guys that from a high level. I was at that place. I was at the open mic yesterday, Wes, uh,
Yeah.
talking to the punk rock owner, and I'm going to send him that animation I did with Allie's art background,
oh,
and
cool.
I'm going to tweak it out with the curtain that goes away will be their name vultures, and I'm just going to send it to him in a bunch of different variations. But the thing is, I think I have an idea that I think he would be all over because they do this open mic on Mondays, right?
Right.
Um, I bet you the comedians that come there on the reg would be really interested in it's almost like a reality series in that I get content from them during the week that's pre-recorded, dude, and
Mm-hmm.
then we stream that on the channel, and then on open mic night we stream the open mic performance live, and then at the end of it kind of debrief with the comedians on your stream. But I hook up with my vibe with my equipment. It'll be good camera, great sound, um, and it'd be a Monday thing like live from Vultures. But during the week, it could be little snippets of these comedians trying to make it, but also maybe interviews. They can join the morning show. I don't know. I just wanted to run that by you because I think I could sell them on the idea, especially if I say something like, and I'll headline it, and at the end of every show, it'll be a puppet show, right? That way I'm getting something out of it too. But
Right.
I mean, I think it just kind of percolate on that. But I think something like that would be really just cool all the way around because this guy's, he's in this business for the right reason. I mean, the kind of music he's getting in here, it's not to make a buck. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
it's one of these places that is trying to like really support local art, like that performance art piece I saw last night. And I'm just impressed with the dude. He's not a Penetronian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love the idea. I love the idea of and advertise. He'd run that live stream from there and everything, and just electronically we can run it from here. You can handle it there, and then I love the idea of having them come for the cool down afterwards. Hey, what worked, what didn't work, what the crowd.
Right.
I love
and,
that idea.
Yeah, and I just think it's, and then it propels because, I'm going to try to do the same thing on the music side too. I thought it would be equally as interesting, and then when I start trying to splash some of my art at these galleries, I'll try to do it with that medium artist as well. You know what I mean? I just thought it'd be interesting to get that kind of view. I don't know.
I love the idea.
I just think that it's like one of those, or I hate to be a hippie, dude, but it's one of those business models where if one does well, everybody prospers kind of thing, and you're not supporting some sort of fucking homogenized the same, boom, boom, you know what I'm saying? I
It's
think
totally in our wheelhouse. It's totally.
Yeah.
I love emceeing shit. I love I'm fine with being the guy back here, kind of drawing attention to it and running the show and everything here. It's a good idea for a show. I like it.
Here's phase 2. Wes, we're not done, dude. There's more to the.
There's more. There's
yeah,
more.
because I am not going to give up on the concept, and I know it's hard to get away, but I bet we can find a way to get at least 6 to 7 days away here in Colorado Springs, and I want every one of those days to be the wacky Wes and Win show, whatever the fuck we call it, and it will be playing at what I hope to be is more than one like really cool venue, but I think we would kill, dude. And
I would love that.
And with that, it would just get to where I wanted to get to with my goals, with all this hippie shit, much faster, dude. You and I would. I mean, I'm just because we like to smoke weed, and not many people like it, I guess, or they can function. I don't know what it is, but but because it would be different. The one people, they would never know what they're going to get. It could be a good show. It could be a shit show. You just don't know.
I prefer the shit show. I aim for shit show, and anything above that, well, you got a bonus. You just got a bonus. That's.
You'd kind of be like Will Dick, FDR's Man on the Street, kind of.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Well, if we set it up, I think the way to sell it is to sell it as it's Vultures. It's Vultures Night. And really, really make it about the club, about what they got going on. And they are not just there, they're worldwide. Come check out Vultures on this Monday night. Check out the talent worldwide. Dude, hype. Big hype.
I think, this guy, like I said, this guy's the real deal. And what we're offering this guy is like just a bunch of fucking people that will hump and do a bunch of free promoing for him, but also on the good side, it's good for everybody. This will help his business which in turn helps his ability to have these nights where you have, some guy that's up there having a mental breakdown on the open mic and everybody's thinking it's for real. And it's like some Andy Kaufman kind of performance art piece that was brilliant, dude. That's where you can go to see that kind of shit, And so, I don't know. I just think it could be cool. It showcases Ali's art. It showcases other people. It connects, like really cool artists that I know that are in Oklahoma with the venue that I know Caleb McGee would fucking blow the roof off that fucking place.
Yeah.
Right. And so
Caleb's unreal.
Yeah.
Caleb's unreal. The soul that he brings to everything he plays is just unreal.
And he'd be like, well, you mean I can come east to Colorado and play, and all I got to do is play music, and it's a free trip? Okay. That's Caleb,
Get the guy. We can have him. I'm going to send you a link to Kick Butt Coffee. They're out of, is it Austin? They're out of Texas.
Yep.
And they've got, they do punk night shows, but they broadcast all these on their page as well. But they've got nobody really emceeing. They're not trying to run it. They just have somebody actually will run and switch cameras every now and then. But there's nobody engaging with the chat. There's nobody really working it. So they've got great content, but there's nobody working the page. So nothing is happening with it. We would want to have vultures to have a page. We can, just like everybody else, we can have it simulcast to their page and our page and all that other.
Yeah.
So that way they get the traffic. It's advertisement for them and everything else. I love the idea. I say yes.
Well, here's
sell the guy. Let's do it.
Real quick, and then I'm going to shut down and go to my geek box and come in.
Okay. Well, I think you're going a little quicker since your audio just cut right the fuck out. You probably need to go to your.
Prevent you from being the MC one night, but where they see you looking at them from they got this large screen. They could see you looking at them, and you could see the audience and introduce and kind of the whole thing. That would just be so cool, man. It could be just a trip, as this thing starts to gel.
Well, let's. I say do it. I'm sold. All right, we'll be here. Everybody, listen. You're hearing the BTS of the planning of what's going on. There's so much on this show, and everybody just thought this was going to be just laid down right there. You just saw the birth of a program, and there's probably a painting coming along over here. There's just so much going on. Yeah, yes, there is. Oh, she's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. How are you doing, Pole Vault?
I don't know what the hell's going on.
You have no idea. Well, he was excited. He was out in town. He was letting us know.
Yeah. Now, I was thinking, it'd always be cool if you could find someone with enough balls to ask people crazy questions on the street, kind of remote stuff like, what do you think about, my big cock, and then
we have that guy.
Yeah,
we have that guy. He's itching to go. He's fucking doing this stuff out in public. He's the only one of us that has gone on to an open mic and, okay, I'm going to do this fucking Tommy puppet thing in front of all these people. He's actually out there doing it. I love that he's doing the best I can do is there's a couple open mics in town here, and I figure I'm going to do the pigtails and do some Avril Lavigne or Britney covers. That's what I'll do on my acoustic. But because otherwise, if I tried to do some of the material he does, they'd burn me. They'd have me done in this town. I am not in a friendly area.
Well,
no.
And you got to. Well, Will has that aura about him where you're like, I think I'm going to be offended. Wait, he doesn't even know he's offending me right now. He doesn't give a fuck. He's okay. I mean, it only works if they know it's going to stick, right?
Right. I think he's just the one to have going out there. He's talked about, I'm going to start going and interviewing people. And he's pointing at people along the street as he's driving in the car. And it's like, all right, dude. Yeah, we'll put you on. Just let's do that. However you want to do it. No, he wants me to come out this weekend and for he and I to just all week comedy tour, and I love that idea. I don't have prepared material. I just work with what's going, and so I'd be a crowd work kind of guy. The more booze, the better. The more people wanna shout out bad things and different stuff.
Right.
There was about a decade ago, they had one of these bachelor auctions here in town. It was 13 years ago, and they were asking me, and I said, no, I'm not going to be in it. I said I'll MC it, but I have no desire to be in the bachelor auction. And oh, you would MC? Because they would normally have an actual auctioneer from the local Ford Brothers auction house that does all the auctions. And I said, well, I'm not doing an auctioneer bullshit. I said, I'll MC it and it'll be a party. And I had no material, but had them rolling, had everybody just repeating back, making fun of all these guys. Just making fun of all the guys that were up for the bachelor auction. And it was a great time. It was I had one joke. I can't even remember it now. I did get to work it in at some point in time. It became relevant, but I'm a crowd work guy.
And that's a big
Berry.
part of it. That's a big part of it. Is part of the skill of comedy is to know the crowd, to get the feel of what they're feeling. And I mean, different crowds. And I've never worked like a live comedy club, but I've been at tons of parties with, telling stupid shit, and you get the feel of the crowd of whatever they're laughing at and what makes them tick. And then you go to that area. That's part of the skill set of a lot of comedy, because you can go on in some parts of the country and tell a joke and get lynched, and then go in the other part and get a medal. It's
I actually got a lot of my experience through the business world. I was doing software, but I was also the person that went out and did all of the sales trainings and signing up the dealer networks, doing all those other things. So these larger companies that would start carrying our point of sale package, they would have 40 or 50 of their salespeople all come to a convention center, and they'd have me sit there and hold 2 days worth of training, like there's on sales training, how to sell this product. And I just had an outline, because it was, well, I got to read the room. I got to read the room and just work the room. And if they're all paying attention, they're all going to be excited. I've got to keep them up. So I'm Tony Robbins up there, just kind of, working. Keep looking at me. Keep looking. Something's going to happen. I'm going to say something funny. And that was where I actually got a lot of my experience, was doing that. And I got tired of doing that. And then I saw Adult Swim, and I saw for the first time Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I said, I don't want to program anymore. I just want to do this, because this is crazy shit, and that's what I want to do, is crazy shit.
I was always a fan of the C-Lab.
C-Lab 2021.
Yeah.
Captain Murphy.
Yeah.
Captain Murphy. Oh my God.
That STEMI
Festival of
tax
Elvis.
Yeah.
Festival of Elvis.
We're gonna have
I
to
am the one who
yeah.
shit. And it turns out Elvis was the one that shit in the buffet. He had done it.
that
drinking
STEMI
liquor.
tax. Did you see that STEMI tax?
What he's... Oh, I'm holding on. Marco was holding on by his toes into the steel on the road.
And I forget which one it was, where the Jazz Cola fell over on top of him and the Scorpions came out and
Where he's on the whole episode. He's and they keep knocking his teeth out and other things along those lines and scooping him up.
Yeah.
I can't remember all that either.
But and I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot when you break the ice and you do something shocking in comedy. People let their guard down. Like when I went there with the wiener on the electricity. I'm talking about a PSA about being careful around electricity, and a little bird's talking about his wiener's big, and so he can't possibly get shot.
But my wiener's big. But I've got a big wiener.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have a big wiener.
So right
It
there,
doesn't
they're
matter.
shocked. They're shocked, and and so you get them. Oh, they're like, okay. I've always said if you get mad or offended at me, that's your fault. That is your
Yeah.
fault. You knew it. You knew it. You know.
I've kind of felt guilty. We've had new people coming into the room and everything, and when I spot a new name, it's almost like, well, here's your baptism. Here's how it goes. You're either gonna run for the fucking door, or you're gonna go, oh, they singled me out and decided to talk about cock. I wonder what this is all gonna be about. Are you glad you came? Are you glad? See, here's Satan. Satan, do you have some words for the new people in the audience? There was a Christian rapper. That was I'm trying. Oh, what was the name? He says he's a Christian.
So good. I forget what his name was.
I know he is.
He's the Christian rapper. He comes in, and we said, oh, well, and it wasn't like we just brought Satan out for him. Satan had been out a half hour earlier. Satan Life Coach is just there to, and so we had Satan have some words with him and everything, and he loved it. He had a great time. He said, I'm a Christian rapper. I didn't say I'm a Christian. Oh, well, it wouldn't matter if you were. Everybody's different. You know, this is what we do. Are you cool with this? Then okay.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you know, if you're gonna be uptight, I think going to any comedy show is the last place you want to go if you're gonna Karen, you know.
But they do. They do. People will go. They'll come into different rooms, and I just try to let them, because I don't want anyone to have a bad time. If you got lost and ended up here, I'm sorry. And, you know, there are people that enjoy this, and so we're gearing towards them. The dislikes I get on a regular basis now, I don't let them bother me. I don't let them they're every show now, though. It's just, but that could be an X. That could be an X. That could be, that any number of things.
I found that I don't know what to call them, followers, listeners, people I appreciate, but I found that they've started shaping my show, because I'll read the chat and they're actually like Kurt, okay, he was
Casper.
He was like, wow, you got that Ant Hotel, you should have Ants Gone Wild. Next week, I'm making a Jamaica song, and it's like, ding, 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 welcome to Ants Gone Wild. And they make, you know, this whole ant hotel thing that I got? I got from being high one day and walking out into an ant mound with a piece of pipe and sticking it in the ant mound and going, Ant Hotel. and it went viral. And now I got t-shirts you can buy on my thing that has freaking Ant Hotel on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Weren't you saying you're up to like almost 1 million fucking views now?
Yes.
Jesus, you're just, well, you're prolific with you put out recordings almost like she does paintings, right? She's doing 4 or 5 paintings a day. You're doing multiple songs a day, right? I mean, I
do like a song a day. I put out probably not a song a day. I put out a song a week. I put out 11 albums. When you met me, I hadn't put out any.
Jeez.
So I put out.
And I know you've gone through a period of doing more than one song a week too.
Oh yeah.
I know there were times that it was like, damn. Then there'd be another premiere and another.
It's really getting really hard though, because before this show, I was sitting down, and right now, my albums, they followed a storyline of a succubus that took over this guy, and then he went to hell, and then she brought him out of hell, and then the devil fell in love with the succubus, and now she's left, and it's like a Pink Floyd thing. I would like to say I got this but Pink Floyd tells a story, and over all the 11 albums, it tells a story line. Okay. But as of after the last album, me and Sunshine said, hey, we're tired and we just want to chill. So this next album will have nothing to do with the storyline, and it's just no lyrics. It's just me and Sunshine doing cello, violin, flute, and guitar, bass, and drums.
Oh,
to
that's
just
fucking
and
awesome.
we're making like 4 or 5 minute, like, I don't even, is it classical music? I don't even know what the fuck it is, but it's something that you can lay there and just lay in bed and everything from the day just melt away.
Just
You know,
get that feel.
yeah,
Get that feel. You always have that. You always have that. I have always enjoyed. There's always this vibe with everything that you put out. That's just you just feel it. You feel even whatever lyrics. You just feel that vibe with the. It's. I always loved it. Always loved it.
well, I
I
have
don't
some
have that kind of
one-offs. I
talent.
have some one-offs that's not like Ali and Gampro played it on there one day. I've got one that's called "I Like to Shit My Pants."
Oh yeah, that one was.
Yeah, and then there's one Candy I just put out lately, Candy and Candy Butt. It's about me sticking candy in my butt. Cause Chad Freeman came up to me and he's like, "We're having this big, Valentine's Day, and it's about love and candy." And I said, "All right, if it's about love and candy, can I make a song about sticking candy in my butt?" He's
There
like,
you go.
You make it, I'll play it." And I was like, done. But and it always gets me when people are like, "Wow," and it gets a lot of views. And I work like a week on a song, like meticulously doing like the flute in there and all this. And I'm like, okay. And it gets like 60 views. And then I do something candy in my butt and it's up to like 300 views in 2 days. You're like,
That's why I just
what
it's
the hell?
whatever I come up with, whatever bullshit. Because if I work hard, I've got the two that I had actually put some time into the covers that I did of those Doctor Hook, the two Doctor Hook, Get My Rocks Off, that video, and that song, and then the one that my daughters did, Everybody's Making It Big But Me. Put a lot of time. Yeah, no, I get more views on. I'll end up with more views on leaving my pants on the bullshit that I threw out. That
Why?
that'll end up.
Why?
It's people. People don't appreciate quality. They just want whatever's sticking to the wall. Just throw the shit and whatever sticks. That's what
Right.
we're going with.
The I Like to Shit My Pants song is like, I drop a deuce and wipe it around and smear it all over my face. And I do the skiddly do stuff in it.
Yes.
And it has
Skibbity bop bop, skibbity bop bop,
yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing. You're
yeah.
doing this.
and it's classical music. It's like dun 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 dun, and it has scenes from Dancing in the Rain going while I'm singing. I like to shit my pants, shit it all over the street. I like to dance with the shit all over my feet, all over my feet, all over my feet.
See, now you're on the
yeah.
pulse of society. That is when you're actually reaching people. That is when you're reaching
Yeah,
people.
no, why?
All this other stuff, it's just that no, that's too good. You can't have too good. People aren't worthy of too good. People
Yeah,
are worthy of shit in the
I write a
streets.
song about my life, and people are like, "What the hell is that shit?"
No, they don't care. They don't want any of that. Nobody wants meaning. Nobody wants that. They just want bullshit. They're clicking. They're scrolling. They're doing this. They're doing this. Nope. They're doing this. Keep going.
Oh, I got another one called "Chimpanzees Beat Out Their Brains with a Hammer." They
wow.
like that. Well, I watched Faces of Death. You ever see that show?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Oh
When
yes.
they were-
Faces of death.
And I'm a big animal person. I like animals a lot. I like them more than
Oh,
people.
perfect movie to watch then.
And these people were eating a monkey's brain while he was alive, and I was like, "Oh, it pisses me off." And they're doing it to be trendy. So I wrote this song about tennis ball wearing somebodies that want to get along with the crowd, eating monkey brains, and the monkey's going to kill him with a fucking hammer. And everybody liked that shit too. I'm like, "What the hell?"
I like that you're motivated. You know,
yeah.
and that's at least
Rich,
monkey.
I
those are rough.
was so fucking stoned. I was so fucking and those videos are like 12 years old, 12, 13 years old.
Oh, that's
So
perfect.
It's like a
That's
time
perfect.
travel. and now I'm all serious and stuff with fly away, yeah, and they're like, yeah, that was pretty good, with the
You
shit in my
telling
pants.
stories with it and all that. They want to shit my pants. That's what they want.
Yeah.
They want the Britney. They don't like it if I don't have the pigtails in. When I first started to do the channel and stuff and go on things, I would wear them all the time. Then I eased up on it, and I kept hearing, "Where are the pigtails? I was hoping you'd have the pigtails. Where are the Fuck off." Fuck
Yeah.
off. You put pigtails in. I'm doing something else today. That's just all I'm going with. No, it's all I
That's
can
how it
write is
goes,
shit
man.
songs.
And
I
that's
can't
and that's
write
how they
serious
steer
songs.
us. But that's how my followers have steered me, and I'm just a whore. You know this. My wife is catching me on fire. I'm like, you're gonna burn the freaking studio down. You're singeing the hair off my face. And every time she does it, everybody's like, yay! And I'm like, okay.
They love
Yeah.
that. They love that emasculating bullshit. That's what everybody goes for. And we try to get it up here. She gives me a hard time.
Yeah.
And I tell her, "Oh, give me a hard." She muted me. Oh fuck. The other day I'm doing a bass. I texted her and I said, I'm gonna do a bass stream so I don't burn through all my weed. Within 30 minutes, it's a fucking weed stream. It's her. She's got Tana up there. It's just people
I'll sing
coughing.
it.
It's all that.
I'll sing it.
You were what? I'm in the middle of a fucking song. I think I was doing Add It Up or something. And then I'm muted. What the fuck happened here? It was, and I played it up
damn.
like I was all upset, and because that's
He was
it.
actually upset. He was upset.
I was not upset. Don't act like
He
I was upset.
actually upset.
And based on what? Based on what?
You keep bringing that up.
It was hilarious. You muted me in the middle. I've never. It's like they shut off the stage lights in the Blues Brothers when they were, oh, kill this. We're not listening to Give Me Some Money or whatever they were gonna. And then they went into Rawhide right before that. That was when they turned the lights. No, I've never had anybody mute me in the middle of a song on my own channel before. That was just kind of a new experience. Hey, here he is. He's made it
There
into
he
his
is.
studio. He's made it in. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up,
and look
man?
who's here. Look who's here.
Oh, jeez.
Velcro. I know, right? I know. That's late night. That's what you get. That's what you get. Falcros.
Maybe later.
maybe later. I know
was looking,
Bubba was
okay.
gonna.
Yeah,
where's-
I wasn't expecting
Who
that,
could
but maybe
who
later.
could take a shot at Falcro? Who could take it? No, we don't have to do shit. We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out. That's.
Oh, dude.
I may make more coffee. I don't know. No, it's been a good day. It's been a good day. I love the idea you were talking about. I want to do that.
Okay.
However, this guy wants to approach it and everything, I'm gold with putting something like
Okay.
that together. That
Yeah, I
especially
think we-
Monday night. It's we don't have anything planned for Monday or something like that. The coffee show, Coffee with FDR now, probably gonna, the time on it, probably gonna be an early afternoon. Yeah, I'm guessing is what it's gonna end up being, as opposed to too early. It's a whenever, but
You
I
said
want to
early
start having
afternoon.
guests. I want to
Yeah,
start
okay.
having invite one person, like I'd mentioned, Jamia, who now writes erotic novels. I want to have her on because she's really funny. She's a real
So,
fun person to have on.
Early afternoon, people are more available to come on as guests because it doesn't matter here. I can
I
get them
think
anytime here.
more will be awake. I think more. I know I'll be awake.
I'm liking
it.
Dude, okay, because the reason why I'm asking is I'm talking to this therapeutic day camp tomorrow, and so I'm gonna tell them I want part time, but in the morning, and I want to be off by no later than 1 o'clock, my time, which is 3 your time.
Oh, that we're at 3 o'clock. I figure everybody's awake by 3 o'clock.
And then if
And
we're
I'm
doing
not
anything
giving
My
anybody in
Local Vibe,
particular a hard time. I'm not gonna
I
name
like that, dude.
names.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
great
point,
time.
but I'm not gonna name names at who
It's
doesn't
me.
get up until
It's
3.
me.
It's
Jason
you.
didn't know.
It's you.
It's me.
Well,
I want her to be
in.
included, and she's not up in the morning. She's not up in the morning.
It's
And
like people like Falcro are always having to inject marijuana because they're degenerates, right? They wake up
Just
each
out of
morning-
fucking nowhere. Just we're
They wake
back
up
at Falcro.
and they go, gee whiz, I'm the Falcro. I think today, instead of doing the right thing, I'm going to begin the day by injecting a marijuana into my neck because all the other places won't work anymore because I've been shooting up for years. That's what
Well,
he
you
does.
know,
So
a
if we're
scab
actively,
builds up and you just can't get the
But-
needle to work
but
anymore.
that's not going to go away. He's a degenerate. No matter what we do, we've tried to reach him. It's a lost cause. Even the ranch is not going to help Falcro, right? So when he sees people use it in the afternoon, at least it brings him some comfort. Yes, I'm a degenerate, but for this block of time, there are other people using, and maybe if I could,
That's what we try to do. We try to be an
Falcro, I
open,
love you so much, man.
a
This
good,
is all
a
I
good
love.
safe space for people like Falcro, for degenerates like Falcro.
Gee whiz, I'm the Falcro.
He's got You've got a wrench, Falcro. Why don't you drop your link so I don't feel so
Please, dude.
fucking bad about the amount of shit that you're taking when you show up? Oh my god.
I like Velcro. I don't know.
I
like him. We love him, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he opened the door to this when he fucked the cartoon. We haven't had anybody else hump a cartoon, and
this is an intervention, Allie. This is
that
done
was
out
a-
of love, man.
that
This
was
is
a
what tough
new
love looks
thing.
like.
I understand now. I get it.
it's
I understand
well,
now.
we're trying to.
It's all about love and peace.
Well, he needs the message. He needs the message, and it's got to be harsh.
I tell you what. I tell you one line that really I don't think works in this particular punk rock crowd I was in front of last night. When I said, all he is just a bunch of degenerate users of the pot. Because they were like, whoa, man, the fuck is with this dude,
That's amazing.
And then that's when I was like, I got to go to the puppets now. And it was like, bam!
Tommy, so did you have some good? I didn't know.
No, I didn't.
If there
quite
was
go
any
there.
puppet love,
Look,
I know not to call it
no.
porn now. I understand
no,
it's love. It's not
it
porn.
ended. It ended with Penelope going, "Oh, super duper peachy keen kid, thank you." And he goes, "Don't thank me, Penelope. Thank Satan and avoiding the 420."
Hey, gang. That
Yeah, and
Satan
then
comes
Satan
up.
kind of comes out there and says, "Hey, I just want to let you know, man, it's been a very special experience being in front of you tonight, man." It's just that kind of thing.
At that point, I don't know what would be funnier, seeing Will or the crowd.
See, that's what I was saying. He was asking about how he was going to film it because he didn't have someone to run it, and I said, set that camera behind you. I want to see the crowd. I want to see the facial expressions on the people that are, hey everybody, that are seeing Satan after Bubba comes up. Hey
Well, and
Scotty.
this could be part of the open mic too. It could be those things, those angles the whole time. Because I really wish, because it's the first time I've ever done anything like this. But I'm not a guy that likes. I don't feel comfortable filming myself. You know what I mean? Hey, hang on, man. Okay. Let me hand the money over to the
embrace
homeless guy.
your inner douche. Embrace your
Well,
inner douche, and just everybody else is a douche, and just say, yeah, they're all douches. They're all taking selfies.
Well,
I'm
next
gonna do
time.
the same. That's
Yeah,
I
it was
just
fun.
gotta
It was a lot
separate.
of fun.
I separate
fun.
myself from the pole vault thing. Like I dressed up like Donkey Kong and got on a bicycle the other day and did a jump, and it almost tore my fucking balls off.
Oh,
'Cause I mean, do y'all
There's a
remember
lot of
riding?
fun back there.
Yeah, well, think about it.
Yeah, I couldn't.
a
do it, dude.
BMX bicycle. I mean, when was the
Yeah.
last time you got on a BMX bicycle?
Dude, it would.
were
it
you,
would
were you on a
mean-
mongoose or something along those
I
lines?
was on a mongoose.
Okay,
I-
okay.
Oh my god.
And my son's in the military, and I think he was like overseas, and I could just see in the chat it was like, "Dad, lift up the handlebars," because I didn't lift up the handlebars when I went off the jump, and it went
Uh-oh.
straight down. And when it
Uh-oh.
went down, I mean, who designs bicycle seats? This thing's the shape of a dick going right up my ass, and then when I nosedive it comes up and rips my balls off, and I'm just.
yeah.
But you know what? once again, I'm a whore for the hits. That thing went off the roof, man. That's right.
Oh, I'm sure.
See, I've thought about throwing myself down some stairs and filming it. I thought about, doing some different things, but I don't know how resilient I am and how I'll bounce back from, a bad accident like
Yeah,
that.
no, it took me about 2 months.
Oh my gosh.
Because of my knee. My knee just jammed when I came off the jump. And the jump was a railroad tie with a 2x4 on it. So it was well.
That's
planned.
all that was.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
you weren't impressing anybody with that. That is just the saddest.
No, it was. But the Donkey Kong thing was covering my eyes, so I couldn't hardly see.
There are so many things wrong with it. There are just so many things that should have stood out to you as this is a bad idea. And my brother, who's 8 years younger than me, about 5 or 6 years ago, he decides, I was really good on the skateboard. I really did a lot of. He paid money, got a jump, got a ramp thing and everything, and so for about a week he's out there, and okay, things are going good, and I tell him it was a warm day. He comes down. I was digging in the garden. I said, at our age, bones don't heal as quick. I just want to mention that to you. They don't heal as quick. You'll be laid up a whole lot. It was like 3 hours later. He shattered his ankle like you would not believe. Showed up at my door. He had crawled his way to my door. He's got pins in that ankle and everything along those lines. It was, and I feel bad because, I told him bones don't heal. I had just read that too.
You
that
feel bad
younger-
because you told him so?
Well, I had brought it up. It was like, this is gonna happen now. You won't stop yourself.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I was interviewing some wasp, like the bees.
Yeah.
And
As you
and
do.
I was thinking of Protestant. Thanks for clearing that up. That was-
but we had this thing going where like if fairies wear boots, and I was like, "Tell me where the fucking fairies are," and I was sticking the microphone up to the wasp nest, and wasps do.
I
what they
watched
do.
you with the wasp nest. I watched your insanity with the fucking wasp nest. I'm gonna flick these fuckers and then run away. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna get views. Let's see if I can live through these things.
But look, I'm pushing 1 million now, man.
I know you're winning. You're winning the game. I'm barely hanging on over here. Everybody's getting new views.
Dude, all of us, and I want to say this, all of us are just waiting on one tick. I was telling Sunshine today at dinner, she was like, she was telling me to delete some old footage I had and stuff, and I was like, one day if anything ever goes right, and all it takes is that one viral video to break out, all the rest of all this stuff, all this stuff is going to light up.
It's all gonna get views.
Right,
it's
right.
all gonna end up getting views.
And
Yeah,
like I
leave. I would not remove anything.
I'm not.
remove anything.
I like one of my favorite comedy teams ever was Kenny versus Spinny. I don't know if you ever seen those guys. Have you ever seen those? And once I seen the first one, I went and watched every last one of them and watched them again and watched them again. And like I said, especially with y'all guys, if y'all hit that breakout, it's gonna light up. You just got to hit the right nail.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to get us on HBO. I'd like to get us, because you see live comedy, but you don't see live improv comedy. Nobody's doing just total.
I've been telling everybody, you know what? You miss all of them. You don't take a swing at.
Exactly. I've been blackballed from Adult Swim. So that is kind of I blackballed myself. The person who is now the president at Adult Swim, Kim Manning, she was the personal assistant of Michael Lasso, who was the president at the time. He used to be the mailroom. He was given Adult Swim. He was given that because Ted Turner really liked him, talked to him every day in the mailroom. So he gave him that. And a misunderstanding. Turns out she was pregnant. I was pitching my own show. I had her, a cartoon of her, pitching the show to herself. Made reference to, you need to make some good decisions because you've got more mouths on the way to feed. Woman freaked out. Freaked out,
Jesus.
thought I was a stalker, all this other stuff.
Oh, man.
If you look up the Perfect Hair Forever. Have you ever seen that? Their mock anime that they did. Same guys that did Aqua Teen and Squidbillies and all that. Perfect Hair Forever. The April Fool's episode that they came back with about the problem with the internet. Westy. Hi, I'm West. There was a flood that everybody hated that came through from the internet. Ned Hastings, the person that does the editing on Aqua Teen and other stuff. And who's giving me the echo? Who's? It's gone
sorry,
now.
I hit I'm sorry. I hit a. I
No,
hit
that's
the wrong
good.
button. I was
Not a
sorry
problem.
about that.
Not a problem. But all these people are writing to me and they're saying we're not allowed to talk to you. Hey, we like your work, but we're not allowed to talk to you. Kim is losing her mind around here. Dino, and I always say his name wrong, Stamopoulos or whatever, that had Moral Oral. He used to be a writer on the Dana Carvey show and all that. He liked the work. I got all this positive feedback, but they produced an entire show because she did the main character's voice in Perfect Hair Forever. And that was where I had gotten her voice to be able to fake her pitching the show to herself. The show is just running gags at me. It's all inside jokes at me. And they played it. They played it from 11 o'clock at night to 5 o'clock in the morning, every 15 minutes. And they had her blog posts as they're going in and out things about all the problems that were going on to appease her and make her happy. They called me every name under the sun. Some people were, I think it's just a chef at a competing restaurant, which is what animators call each other and all this other stuff. But no, I hate him anyway. Fuck him. Fuck all this. And they're shooting guns at the water. They just all wanted Wes to die. It was one of the. At the beginning, there's 3 cops in a bed talking, and they're talking over each other, and they end up saying Wes Newcock, Wes Newcock, Wes Newcock, as they're because Wes Newberry they have it matching up with their overlapping, and then there's a Japanese girl band doing a rock song about rejection. You can't join us, all this other stuff, because I was trying to become a part of the water team that was, Aqua Teen. So I'm blackballed there.
I thought about that Cannes Festival. Is that what it's called? The short film festival.
Yeah, cans.
But I think it. I looked at it. I think it costs like about $500 to get in there, doesn't it?
There's entry fees in a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, because I've been trying to look into like some independent film contests around the year, and they all have a fee, and so
I
I'm still
got
gonna try
offered
do
to
it.
just win. There's nobody in my fucking state doing anything. When they started to give away, they wanted to be able to give away an animation award. They wanted to just give it to me. The producer on the award, it was a situation where I was single at that point, and it was like, this isn't just my thing here and all that. So nothing got submitted. It was no, I guess I don't get to win that award.
It's weird,
Sorry
man,
about that.
Because I've never thought about doing any of this. Like this, Wes. I've never thought about doing money for this, whatever it is we're doing.
I wouldn't mind doing it for a living. Gotta do it for
until because I went back to work, to meet people, but also I thought, okay, this is a way I can bring in some extra bread and do the things I want to do with this not-for-profit kind of work and that kind of hippie shit. But I just started going I think it just the universe thinks it's faster just doing it this way than in corporate America. I just think there's a faster path into getting what I want to do with that, doing what we're doing here. I've got that much confidence that I walked away from that job, and there's another thing I can do, which, dude, it pays like cocaine dealer type salary to just do quality management systems for transit companies and then kind of in and out.
I like cocaine dealer.
But
money. That's...
it's I just think this is what I should be doing. We'll see what happens.
I haven't been able to write code. I have to
I
write
can't-
code.
yeah,
I'm
I
supposed
can't-
to write
I-
code. I have
can't
I have
do
sat
that
down to
shit.
do it
Fucking
and just I feel triggered and I have to walk away and then I get bad and then I'm in a
not
bad
lying
place
when
and
I-
then I'm feeling
when
bad.
I'm
and
talking about,
moody and-
dude, it's funny, but I'm not lying when I talk about corporate PTSD. I had panic attacks over certain events at work, man, which were triggering, and they're all comical. It's all like, fucking a needless staff meeting or some ridiculous, we're it just, I can go on and on and on. And
team
but-
building exercises.
No, I
Team building
that-
exercises.
Look, I could have fun
Fuck
with
this
that
shit.
because I mean, I could have fun with that. It's just this, look, I get a graduate degree in this shit, and it's like, but when I see people that are just in analysis paralysis mode, measuring everything under the sun, and absolute chaos is going on, and I'm like, dude, let me show you how, but it's all of that's behind me. Because there's little things I notice, like details. Fuck, I couldn't. I would have to take Adderall to go back to work because it's so boring that I can't even read like the first paragraph of a report before I zone out.
Mine when I sit in front of the code and I start to piece things together and then my mind just spirals. My mind starts spiraling and I'm thinking, oh fuck this. I don't.
This is
how
what we all
else?
should be
What
doing.
else can I do? What else can I do instead of this? And
This is what life has led us to this point.
I believe that. I believe that this is year of destiny. This is year of destiny. Big changes in destiny.
Tell you a couple hippie things. I was getting all kinds of signs from the universe that what I decided to do was the right thing. Out of nowhere, I hear from my daughter, and without getting into details, it's been quite some time. And that was in the middle of our live stream the other night where I had to go away.
Oh no shit.
And then real good friend of mine from back in my Idaho days who owned this bar. I haven't heard from him in ever. I knew he had a motorcycle accident. He's 10 years older than me. No, 73. So whatever that is, 15, 16, whatever. But he, I don't know where I get a text from him today. And I was talking to him because we used to talk because we ran this bar and we were drunks.
Right.
And we sit there going like, hey, we get old, let's buy a bar and run it into the ground. And I said, look, I know you quit drinking, and I said I have zero temptation of being around booze, but I go, maybe we're supposed to buy that bar, and instead of bingo, because he tried to have bingo, which was just him getting drunk, and I thought it was great, but the local gentry and Mormon centric Idaho wasn't appreciative.
Man.
Right? All right, because he's like, oh, it's great. But and he said this. He goes, "I'll do anything right now to put a smile on my face." Think about that, because
I
he
fucking
suffered.
feel that. I feel
Well,
that.
he had a wreck on his Harley, and apparently it was really bad. And he went
jeez.
through a period of like what I went through, and he's on the other side of that, sort of, but he's a 73-year-old guy, so. Where even though I'm old, 15 years is huge with bones, and
Yep.
so his days aren't pleasurable, and so I don't know, dude. It's just weird. And I just think if we all keep doing it for the organic reasons we do it, like Pole Vault was saying,
If you can
People
make
should
someone
wait for
that
laugh.
one.
people
Yeah.
can
That
tell the
is-
difference between bullshit and something that's real. They can look at, okay, these guys are just douchebag wanting to be some social media fucking whatever the fuck, and tell the difference. These are like people that are in it because they dig it.
I have to do it. I have to do it,
yeah.
or else I
Good.
just get depressed as hell. I
Dude.
get depressed as hell.
Last night was like, dude, it was like a fucking drug. I mean, I was like, when's the next one? When I'm fucking ideas bouncing off my head. I had to slow my brain down. But I get it, dude. This fucking shit's intoxicating.
I think Sunday we have to do some reason for some sort of party, some sort of other We need to do another improv bullshit like we did last Sunday.
It's how about Easter's the next Sunday, so it's the week before Easter.
It'd be the week before. Well, we can do Easter too. I mean, I don't have any plans.
Yeah, good.
I'm not.
All right.
You know, I don't.
So I'm just what would be the NCAA tournament? That could be our reason.
Well, if we need a reason.
Well, I'm just trying to throw in what's
we-
going on in pop culture right now.
What was the fresh dick rash? Maybe we could just say it's it's Fresh Dick Rash Sunday. That was one of yours, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
No, I was a fat dick roast.
But who had fresh dick rash? That was the one
See
that.
something here.
No, drain. What was the other one? The draining something.
That
What
was them two. God, man, I can't.
Was
my
it
memory
Rabbit?
is like-
Was it Rabbit? I can't remember who was coming up with some of those.
oh, God.
Oh fuck! You're muted.
I thought it was Foxy's Friends.
Yeah,
It was Mike. It was Mike. It
Yeah.
was Mike from Foxy's Friends. Oh, that's right.
It was totally out of left field. I was like, but
Oh man, I was thinking I need to go through and find the moments where I have those popped on the screen, so I can just cut those. Because a good short. What does FDR mean to you? Just have some of these going along, passing by, and
yeah, I had
just for a BS promo.
freeze dried rectum and
Freeze dried rectum, another good one. Because I love basically putting her artwork out, putting that FDR logo. He did a great job with the colorizing, having that thing with the changing of the colors that he's got on there. I started to do something, but you've grabbed with HSL, you've grabbed some different colors, and you're making you did a lot more adjustments than I have. I didn't like I haven't gotten there yet with it. I haven't started really playing with it. I was cutting
Yeah.
SC up. We've got a lot of stuff with SC, sacrilegious cum.
Well, I see the
and so
mouth talking too. I see the mouth talking, in
Yes.
part of an intro, like, hey, whatever you do, because it won't be done in Whatchamajigger where I'll be matching it up. I'll have to do it the old school way where I match it up with keyframes. But whatever we
Yeah.
record, I just think it'd be a cool intro, the mouth kind of talking and whatever.
Well, I had seen a scream almost coming out for kind of a visceral and different. Because we've got some, and I can't give any of that away right now. We've got some things when it comes to intros, when it comes to different things that we have discussed that are some really good ideas that Gampro and I were talking about. I think Allie was there too last night going through some of that. So we've got some good ideas on the intros and stuff. Next season's going to kick ass. This is going to be good, and then we'll figure out. Let's get this thing on HBO. Get this thing put somewhere, and let's just approach and it's got.
I've noticed a few things because my music. You've actually said it should be in like movies and stuff. And
Yes.
I've noticed, and I think I finally found a hole. But and I'm sure you're aware of this. It's really hard to get out there because it seems like there's this clique. Like, oh no, we don't let outsiders in. We don't let are you with the independent film writer guild?
Got to
of
be in the
America?
guild. Got to be
It's
in the
like-
guild,
That's
man.
Paul Vault. That's a great point, man, because that's one of the things that's held me up in because I want to do movies not to make money, just to make them,
Right.
and I got the stuff to make what I think could be a cool hour-long movie, but it's the barriers to entry. For
Yeah.
a guy like me that's just, hey, I got art, and I just think this would be a good place for more people to see my art. I don't want to get paid, but fuck, dude, I don't have 5 large to join this, that, the other fucking thing, and
And even then,
crazy.
they hide it like it's a secret. Well,
Right.
and I'm like, so say I did have this money to get into this secret handshake guild. They're like, no,
that's why we
'cause-
grow this organically.
because they
I have
don't
to
want you
turn
there.
on my blow dryer. I will be right back.
How about we create our own fucking film festival? You see, we just start with what we start with Vultures. If I see where that's going, we can say, hey, you know what? We're going to have the first annual Vultures. Whoever else partners up with us, and it'll be legit. We'll try to have a decent prize, and try to have some heat with it. But it's like, fuck it. This is for all the people that are trying to get their shit out there that just have something to say. And we'll have different categories. It could be badass, dude.
There's a lot of possibilities for all that shit. I love the idea of doing Vulture's show. I really love that idea. I think that's going to go over real well. I think that is a natural fit for what we do. It's definitely a natural fit for what you're doing, showing up there and closing out and doing the, because your act is the closer, right? I mean, that would be what you want to keep people around.
No. I would ask for that, as a favor, because I say, hey, look, because but it would be this guy's like the real deal, because it wouldn't be like it's this fucking weird thing where for me to have credibility to talk to some of these corporate I gotta have like. Here's, I got 15 views on, Spanky fucking, whatever the fuck.
We've got to get you some views on this stuff. That's
no, that's on me, dude. That's on me. Yeah, I got to own it. And so what's on me is to get out and do the grinding, the same grinding that we do on these streams, to get out and just try to do what I can to say, hey, if you think this is really weird, wait till you check out these other cats. And then I just think it just could feed on itself, because we could bring in people on these talk type shows we want to have. It's just organic.
And that was the after party, the breakdown afterwards with the different acts. If we could have them there and be talking to them like in the green room afterwards, right? That's so that they can talk about the evening and all that, and that whole something actually happening in the physical world, and we're kind of a part of it there. I love that. I think that'll be good for the viewers and everything. I think it'll be good entertainment.
The thing is, like, Colorado Springs is kind of an interesting city. I mean, it's really overpriced, but like where I would be a dream to me is like in this real quote, oh God, it's the bad area. And it's literally just on the edge of town with train tracks. And like, I'm like, look, if I'm just getting a little bit ahead of the game. It's one step at a time. But if we, like pitch it like, how do I put it? Like if we, if it starts to do what I think it could do, it justifies studio space. But it also makes it easier going like, we're already working this great concept, and we're not changing a fucking thing, sponsor. I don't want your fucking input,
right?
But
no notes, no notes. That's
exactly. But no, I'll be talking to these hippie businesses here, but I mean, there's like record shops. There's all kinds of really good linkage. Now I'm screwed. Yes, you are, dude.
Did we wake you? Did we wake you, Mike? We were just talking about, because we had to figure out who was coming up with some of these other. It was like, who did the fresh dick rash? Who came up with that one? That was. That's what I was thinking. His ears must be ringing because we were talking about. She's got the right idea with the weed. I'm gonna have a couple of hits here.
Hey, could I ask Ali a question here real quick? That Gucci or Gouche or whatever it is.
Gouache.
But
you can say it. You know how to say it. Don't act like you can't say gouache.
No. I'm a weird guy. There's a lot of things I can't do right, and that would probably be one of them.
Is it because you have a big wiener?
No.
Ask the question.
I'm severely. A bunch of people say they're dyslexic, but I can't tell the difference between Tuesday and Thursday. I don't know my left from my right. Numbers are off to me, and I program like you, and I don't know where the fuck I am half the time. But it's a weird mind. I don't know any chords to the guitars I play. But anyways, do you think that I'm not even going to try to say it again. The paint you use, do you think that would go under lacquer? Like I think
Can
like
you clear
lacquering
coat?
over it?
like I
Can you
did
clear
this,
coat gouache?
I did this, and see, it's a demon's face this way, and its mouth is the pickup, well, the bridge, and if you turn it when I play it this way, its mouth is down here, and then on the back it has the I think that's I call it just the Wendigo, and I painted it up under there, but I had to clear coat it like, oh god,
I
like 20
did.
times.
I saw out on Google that yes, you can use a clear coat, and why you should use it on gouache. So
Really?
you are. It is possible. I should let the artist talk about it.
No, I don't know. I don't have that much experience with it, as far as like lacquer goes. But I have noticed that some of my paint has chipped up a little bit
Right.
just from it being a little too thick.
And this is also that when you
That's
move it
cool.
over here, it's glow in the dark.
Oh
I
fuck
painted
Oh,
yeah!
let me get this.
I painted it glow in the dark, so when you stick it up under the light, when you move it over here, it's still glowing.
Oh
Gets a
fuck
little.
yeah!
Yep.
And
That was awesome.
and so but the thing is I was wondering, because I'm sure Ali probably charges a lot, but have you ever thought about painting a guitar before?
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
have not.
Oh, Allie.
Now, would that guitar be shipping the body with the neck already removed and all
No,
the
no,
hardware already removed and
It would
everything?
just be the body.
But you
Because that's
painted guitars
that's
in
the
general.
issue is that when it comes to that, if it's already is the breakdown of the guitar and everything, not making sure you don't just have a guitar sent to you that you got to do
No,
all
oh
that
hell
too.
no, oh hell no.
That's
There's
I'd be like,
Allie,
uh,
you would, not pawn shop, but like estate sale guitars where you get them for like $2 or $3.
right.
You sand that down, you do your paint on that, you throw that on eBay or whatever, 1,500. I'm telling you, Allie, your art on it. There's a woman I follow on Facebook that does this. She just paints acoustic guitars, and they're just amazing. But I just think there's such a wow. I could see I mean, if I was like like a rock and roller, but no, like if I was like known for like an electric guitar player, and that was my vibe, like a Stevie Ray Vaughan back in the day, or whoever, I would like that, custom made with like your artwork on it on my Fender, whatever. That would just be badass.
that would
wouldn't
be
it, Wes?
badass.
Well, they're
Yeah.
always looking for a custom paint job because
Fuck yeah,
everything's just
dude.
gotten so old with like blood drip or fire or some stupid shit. And the real custom paint jobs are like, and I mean like big rock stars like Rage Against the Machine, Tom Morello, and
Yep.
they're always out looking for these new looks and new like custom jobs, and I just think that'd be so crazy. And the thing
I have
is,
a whining dog that I have to deal with. Everybody, I will make myself some coffee while I take the whining dog out. You got this, Allie, in
Yeah,
case
yeah.
anyone.
I'll
All
do.
right, cool.
Hey, Mr.
I'll be-
Bones, cheers.
I'll be back, Mr. Bones. Peace and love, Mr.
I thought
Here's the new one that I'm working on.
and see,
Ooh.
ooh, it kind of looks like the devil. It looks
Yeah.
like a life coach right there.
Yeah, it's a little devilish.
This is kind of what color is that? Let's see, orange. That's another thing. It's going over to Allie's show. It's always so chill. She's always coming up with different colors that
Mhm.
aren't colors. And one of the first times I heard her do it, and then someone told me the other day, "Hey, orange is a color, dude." And I was like, "What? No, we made that.
Orange
made
is
you-
a color.
I thought we made that shit up."
No, that's a real color.
Oh damn. Oh,
I can show you orange.
now I feel all different. I thought we're all high and we were coming up with these different colors and stuff. Now, I always like usually I used to like to go with like your shirt, the fluorescent colors. Those always trip me out because I'm sure Will can
I would say
relate to
this is the orange. It's a very yellowy orange right here.
I see you.
Yeah, I love it. I use a lot of fluorescent in my backdrops. I don't know how I stumbled on that, but I've just grown to.
Well,
But yeah, it's
Will,
kind of tough on the eyes, you know. But I
are
like it.
you? Let's see. Are you? I'm 56. How old are you?
I'm 58. I'll be
Okay,
59
so
in
then
May.
I don't have to ask you. You know
80s.
all about the black light posters.
Oh, dude, yes, of
So
course, man.
that's what got me hooked. And now I check this out. I go to estate sales, and if you see be very quiet, but if you see a black light poster from the 70s, they're going
Worth
for
money.
hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
I
man.
got an MC Escher hanging on my wall,
Oh, dude.
and from like I think it said 72, and it's not that great, but it's MC Escher blacklight poster from 72.
Dude,
And
that's awesome.
yeah, but that's I think that's what draws me to those colors. It reminds me of like, maybe when I first started smoking, sitting in a room that had those posters all over the walls. And
I like the black light tattoos, man. I mean, and this is going to, and I'm telling you straight up the truth. But going through like what I went through, like physicality, I've drawn to it, and I find pole dancing to be like major league, like that's serious to me. That they're athletes, man, and you're just seeing like these superhuman examples of strength, and I was watching this, and she had these black light, the fucking fluorescent tattoos, and I'm on a marijuana
cool.
trip, pole vault, and it was
cool.
just, it was like
cool.
art, dude. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
because like, look, dude, I'm older than God's dog. I'm not, it's not, there's no like, but it was like,
Sure.
wow, this is really cool. I mean, it's just really cool, and I was thinking there needs to be some type of venue where you can go and enjoy it more from that perspective as opposed to
Well, I mean, I really do know because
Yeah.
before when I met Sunshine, I actually did live with a couple of athletes. So,
Right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
but I'm gonna tell you right now, those athletes paid the rent better than any guy roommate I ever lived
Hey,
with.
dude, it's like we all have to do what we have to. There's no
Yeah.
judgment here. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like if I could make bread doing it, I do it.
But
But I'm blown away by the physicality. I just am. It's like fucking blows me away, dude. I mean, to me, it's like wow.
I've gotten a couple of tattoos. I would like to do a PSA on that right now. Don't get tattoos. You're gonna
Don't
get old one day.
tattoos, you said?
Yeah, you're gonna get old one day, and it's gonna be bad. I mean, well, don't be drunk and get tattoos. How's that?
Okay, I can get down with that, but I wouldn't say don't get tattoos.
Well, let's see, cause let's see. I got that song "Slipping Away Again to Margaritaville." Well,
Oh yeah.
Here's that.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. That's like a throwback vibe there, man. That
Yeah,
reminds me of
yeah,
my-
no. I was so wasted, man.
It's like my grandfather's tattoo. It's cool, dude. It reminds me of my grandfather had a tattoo like that on his forearm.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to probably get it changed into one of the pole vault angel things on my page, but
Badass.
and then I got a dragon on my chest, a big dragon on my chest.
Okay.
And it's all over me.
Where were you when you got that done?
In a tattoo parlor.
I mean, was it here? Was it here in the States?
Yes, and Will, I got it so I could say I have two dragons, one dragon here and one dragon the ground.
Hey, man, we've all been there.
Dude, just dumb
Dude, I'm
shit.
telling you, man, the stuff we
Dumb
do,
shit.
it's so comical now, right? It's like
Yeah,
we know what
yeah.
was running through our brain, but
Yeah.
goddamn, it's like another life.
Matter of fact, I was with a few of the athletes when they said you won't do it, and then I was gone for about 2 or 3 hours, and I came back and had this thing on my chest. I had this like bandage on my chest, and they were like, "What happened? Did you get hurt?" I'm like, "No, check this out." And they were like, "Dude, you didn't just do that." And that's just like one of a few, but they're
I
all
have-
like,
I have 3 tattoos. I
Yeah.
have one that I did myself where my needle slipped out of the gun because I didn't have it set up right and it poked me in the finger. And then I have another one where I tried to give myself a bracelet, but then somebody came home and I didn't want them to see. So I was like, nothing, and I put my sleeve down. And then the third one I got when I was like,
Cool.
I don't know, it was like 6 years ago. And
I think it's something that needs to be thought out.
yeah, it's lyrics from one of the songs that I wrote with one of our friends who
That's
passed
really
away.
cool. I dig that one, Allie.
Yeah,
That's
see,
really
so
cool.
so you thought that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One is my ex-wife that I had like killed off after I divorced, and I did that on my arm, and it was a professional that did it, and I said, really, you need to, if you're going to get a tattoo, please think it out, make it
It's
cool.
weird because I don't have any, Marine
Yeah.
Corps, all that. I never got one, but now I was wanting to get like 2 sleeves. I can't because of having a bone infection in the past. It's not a good idea.
Yeah,
But to your point, because now I'm at the point where like I know exactly the kind of thing I would have, and what means something to me, but just wasn't meant to be, But there's been a couple. There was a fucking tattoo parlor in San Antonio, and I was fucking just gone, Polo. I mean, I think
bet I know
somebody
which one it
slipped me
is.
roofies. It was right next to like
Oh no.
something because it was a bizarre, but the guy was, because I'm in there and I'm just like, look, man, I want thug life, and it's just this fucking shit, and he was just like, dude, I'll do that, but you got to be straight. You just can't come in.
Right.
I don't remember anything after that. Woke up in my hotel room, like, how did I get here?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I do, and that's one thing I am cool with cool tattoo artist, because I was in one place when I got one and I was drunk, and he's like, you know what, your short sleeve shirt's going to cover that up. And there was another dude that came in and was like, I want something on my face.
Yeah,
And he's like, no, I'm not doing that today, buddy. You think that out and plan that out and all that, and come back and talk to me. And I'm like, I want the Margaritaville girl on my arm. He's like, okay, you can cover that up. It's not going to be a life-changing thing. Get up here. So there you go. But I mean, we drank a lot of tequila that day.
Hey, welcome back.
My granddad had one of the the classic green tattoos in the Popeye era. My grandfather who got one when he was in the Navy, and he was already older than God's dog when I knew him. But it was like a belly dancer. And you get all pissed off drunk. Hey, take a look at this, Hughes. And you take it.
So now we know where it comes from.
Oh, that's yeah. There's a lot. The Spanky's dad that pisses in the bucket. That's from my grandfather. He'd get all pissed up drunk, instead of like, walking the 5 feet to the bathroom, just whip out the dong of death, man, right there, and just piss in his bucket in the kitchen. And I just thought that was normal.
That's how you
I just
maintain
thought-
dominance.
I just thought that was normal, dude. I was like, it's, what you
Oh,
do.
man.
Like, are you saying that's not normal?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
shit.
I mean, he was a character, dude. Oh my god.
My grandfather was a character too, and he is probably the only one in my family, and my family still does this. They'll watch one of my shows, and they say the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, "What's wrong with you?" like
Mine-
something happened. Like I got into some chemicals or something that made me this way.
Mine won't watch anything I do. My family, no one in my family watches anything I do. It's everything I do is horrible, and it's an embarrassment to the family. This family of rejects. I mean, each one of them has their own issue. But no, none of mine. Tattoos. There was a guy in boot camp that Liberty Weekend. Randy Muntz. I remember this. I remember the guy's name because he went through so much. But he spent all the money on and he didn't even know the girl's name. It was some hooker that he got drunk with, and then he spent $600 on a tattoo, and
I love
got
these
this big dagger with some girl's name across the handle. It's like, I remember him because the drill instructors come on in. And they close up all the windows in the company there, and so there's 90 of us in the room, and it's getting really heated in there. And we're working with the rifles, and just he's got Muntz holding that thing at parade rest, and there's this. They brought in some other Filipino senior chief. He's about 5'2", and he's just screaming in this guy's face. And are you going to cry? Are you crying, Muntz? And this little Filipino, he picks up a chair that's a table that's in the middle of the room there, throws it in the air and kicks this thing and just splinters this fucking table. Everybody's freaking out. Everybody's whoa, I'm laughing. There was a guy who did theater in Chicago who's next to me, and he says, we're not going through any more of this. We're not going through any more of this. He looks at me, and he just hits the ground, and he fakes a seizure. Everything stops. He completely fakes a fucking seizure. Everything stops because this was when, okay, we've got to start looking at the health of the guys that we have. It was right about the transition where they went to a smoke-free military and things like that. We were the first company to not be allowed to smoke during boot camp. And so that was a transition all on its own with several guys just losing it. And it was good times, memories.
Oh,
but this guy faked it. The paramedics, they came, they took him and everything. And the rest of the night went fine for all of us. We're not doing this anymore.
There was this dude I was in the Marines with, and there was this. I always thought this was the cool, because this is like before tattoos were really cool. So having a lot of tattoos, like, oh Jesus, this guy's, but there was the name of this tattoo parlor he went to in Memphis called Machine Gun Rats. I always thought that was the coolest. I wonder if they're still in business, but this guy was like every payday, he'd go get another tattoo.
Just gotta go get another tat.
I mean, but that was he was punk rocker that went in the Marine Corps. There's a lot of those, and so he's just like. That
The
was
service,
fun,
you
man.
find a lot of guys with a lot of interesting backgrounds.
Oh,
It's
dude,
not
it was
like
great.
it's
It
not
was
like it's
absolutely
everybody's
great.
admiral. Hey, I'm following in footsteps. There's a lot of this is where I'm ending up. I'm trying this.
I wound
This
up in
is
the
what
Marine
I'm doing.
Corps because I sat there and I watched my '76 Buick Skylark blow up, on fire as I dropped my buddy off to the bus station. I sell it for $50. I grab a 6-pack of Rainier beer, and I'm sitting on the bus, and I'm going like I'm 19, and I fucked up at just comedy of errors, and I'm just like, dude. And it was just like, if I could have joined the French Foreign Legion that day, I would have done it. It was just that, like, I don't care what it just beat me up. I got to grow up, and that was just that was my thing. It's just, man, I'm a fucking mess, And there's nothing like having a job where you show up late, you don't get fired, you get thrown in jail. To kind of like,
Yeah. Oh, you didn't shave? You didn't shave?
Yeah, you go to jail over these things. It's like, okay, man, kind of straighten you up.
They do serious things to you in the military. No, mine was similar. 18. I'd gone down to U of I because I had left home at 16, but I went and got the GED, took care of all that. I wanted to be an engineer, so I go down to University of Illinois and take the test. Everything there. Oh, everything's great. Next spring, you'll be able to go. The January is when the semester was going to start, but they were already booked up for the following fall. I was like, fantastic. Life's gonna get back on track. I couldn't get loans, student loans, because of the money that my family made, and so my father had said, "Well, I'll loan you the money if you go." I come back all happy. Oh, I'm gonna become an engineer. It's gonna work out great. It's fantastic. I go in January. Oh, that's bullshit. If you were serious, you could go today. That's just absolute bullshit. I'm not buying into these lies. And it was just, oh, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And so on my way to the recruiters, we did stop at Planned Parenthood, my girlfriend and I. So I got to find out I got to sign the papers. I signed the papers on a Friday. The same day I found out I was going to be a dad. I went to the MEP station on Monday to go through and get my physical and get everything taken care of and officially sign all that. I got married on that Wednesday, and then I was off at boot camp on Friday. That was my hell week. It was I'm gonna be in the Navy and I'm gonna be a dad. Oh, and things are gonna work out with this whore, I'm sure. It's not like I already don't realize this is really a mistake in every way. But those are memories, and I got a lot of neat stories from that.
I met really, really bright, surprisingly so, some of the most intelligent people I've ever met in my life in these shit jobs in the military. But I've also met, on the other side of that coin, it's like Swift, like rock type people, man. I mean, just like really just like not savvy to just anything. And those are the guys I really got a kick out of, man. I mean, they're just dumb as the day is long, I mean, I met some of the most stupid people in the Marine Corps. But on the other side of the coin, really bright. You met some dumb people in the Navy, didn't you?
Oh yeah. They ran the gambit. There were some bright guys who just ended up there, and it's like, okay,
Like
this is what I'm making. It's just like life.
Yeah.
And then you got the ones that, boy, I'm lucky I made it through. I'm lucky I got whatever the minimum score was on the ASVAB, and they probably had to fake it for me because I'm just not that. Those were the ones that didn't end up getting schools. You've got the ones that don't end up having an MOS. I was a gunner's mate. We handled the missiles and the guns and the armory and everything else. And there were fire controlmen. There's the boiler techs. The engine. There's all these, but then you've got boatswain's mates that are just the guys that chip and paint. They're just the guys that are sitting there busting rust and painting. That's basically, and they're the ones running the lines and all that. Our senior chief in boot camp over the whole division. There's like 12 different companies in a division. You got a division staff. I was assigned a division staff, and senior chief, this old boatswain's mate. So he's got red hashings. In 23 years, they're red. He doesn't have a clean record. There's no gold on his and I got in good because he's screaming one day having to do evals. He's fuck, and he knocks the typewriter, and I said, "Senior chief, you motherfucker, what the? I can type. Get in here." And suddenly I knew all the evals. I was privy to everything going on in the division. I knew the paperwork to go ahead and make it so. Oh, we're Liberty Weekend. I'm going home. Let me go ahead and let me get myself a chip put in for this and get that approved. And it worked out okay, but no, he was one of those that was dumb as rocks. But I did all his work, and my company commander was happy because I was able to show him his evals ahead of time. Well, here's what everybody's saying. Let me go ahead and get you all that information. And we were the ones running all the contraband in because we were division staff, and so everything that came into the mail, the division armory, which was basically the mailman. When mail would come in, we would take the packages we knew we didn't want to have opened in front of the officer of the deck. Take those, set them aside, and so the black market stuff that was coming in. And it was interesting because that already existed, and then there's new companies. Everybody's leaving every 8 weeks, so you've got this black market that just kind of kept going with a rotating staff coming through. It was going to happen. Falcro's still here. Oh man. Peace and love, everybody out there.
Such a fun
Peace
and
and
safe
love.
place. All right, pal.
I don't know why. But when you mentioned a guy having a seizure, I'm gonna frame this story a little like Will framed another story. Someone must have slipped me something, and this something made me laugh so hard that I was laughing at my cousin. And I don't know if you've ever known anybody that laughs so hard they pee their pants. You ever known anybody do that?
Yes.
Well, so I may have peed my pants, and I thought it was a good idea to walk down the street going home so nobody would know this, to pull my shirt down in front of me while walking down the road. Okay. We get to my cousin's house, and someone must have slipped something in his drink too. And we go in his house, and he's like, and I'm trying to change my pants now that we're home, but I got these Nike high tops on, and I can't get my blue jeans over my shoes that I will not take off, right? And I'm talking in some weird voice. I'm like, hey man, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? I can't get my pants off, man. And I'm like running around the house trying to pull them, when you step on your pants and try to get them off.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, I just feel like, and he bites the bathroom door with his teeth and goes, and bites a bite out of the door. He's got wood hanging out of his mouth, and his mom walks in the house. And
what the fuck were you on? Nobody bites a bathroom door without some serious bath salts or something else going through their body. I mean, what are you on?
I'm just gonna say it was probably in the early 80s.
Early 80s. Okay.
No,
okay.
it wasn't that. No. Let's just say we were seeing
the smoking portion of it that made it into the inner cities. That?
No, I sat in front of some speakers and I actually seen colors coming out of the speakers.
Oh, LSD. LSD. Okay.
I don't know. Someone slipped something in my drink. I don't know.
Something slipped something.
But I just walked out of the house like wiggling with my pants around my feet, still trying to kick them off, wet, with his aunt saying, with my aunt going, what are y'all doing? I know when you're on marijuana and you're not on marijuana. I'm like, oh no. I'll see you outside. So I go outside the door and I wait. And she's screaming at him inside. And dude, I should have left, right? I should have went somewhere. But instead, I'm waiting like 6 inches out the front door. And she's like, I know you're doing something heavy. And she opens up the door and I'm standing there like,
oh, man.
Yeah, dude.
Space Coyote Cowboy.
Those were the days, man. But I don't know.
Is Falcro still here?
I think I saw Falcro.
Yeah.
I saw Falcro. He may be. I'm sure everybody will.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Falcro. Hey, man. You want some hemp? Huh? Do ya?
Hey, weed pusher, man. Falcro's got a problem. I don't think it's cool for you to be pushing all that narcotic on Falcro.
Hey, as long as he's got the cash, man.
I got the medicine. Well, gee whiz, this is kind of messed up, Falcro. Sorry, buddy. I was hoping to have something that was supporting your journey towards weed sobriety. But it looks like the weed pusher man had other plans. This looks like a job for Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. But wait a minute. Tommy's busy.
Gee golly, Penelope. I'm getting all tingly again.
Wow, Tommy's on a date with Penelope. How's it gonna go? Oh, Tommy. Oh, Thomas. You know it can never happen between us. I have the goo-goo eyes for Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. Uh-oh, it looks like the weed pusher man's gonna prevail because, oh no, that's okay. We got the cock, man. But wait a minute. The cock can't handle the weed pusher man on his own. The cock needs someone to ride him. Where's Officer Polar? And Falcro, I bet you're saying, oh, I'm the Falcro. I could ride this cock. Really, Falcro? Really? I mean, how much weed are you on, dude? I mean, you really think you can mount a cock this size, dude? In your inebriated state and walk away. I beg to differ, man. But meanwhile, when it looked like there was trouble, dude, this is where it's gonna help. This is for you, Falcro.
I'm so excited.
Hey, gosh, Falcro. Look, man, we all struggle with weird vices. I know that the pot's not the only one. We won't, never mind. But anyway. Look, pal. I know that cock looks formidable. And we know you're not trained to handle the cock as much as mounting that cock's in your desires. Just let it go, man. And let Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid handle it. That's right, man. We'll come back to it, Falcro, because I'm not feeling this.
Oh my God, Falcro! I don't know how this happened. But you
got a
And
problem
now.
compliment Thriller Jim.
Look,
Thriller
just say it real
Jim.
quick,
Thriller
real quick.
Jim is bringing it out there. Oh,
Look, man. Look, Falcro. Just come to grips with it, dog. You've got a problem, man. And I want to help you through it. So come unto me and bring forth that load. And drop the load upon me, your good pal Satan. Because after all, I wouldn't josh you, Falcro. I'm your buddy. Say it just work the Satan life plan. All right.
Work your program.
Falcro, I don't know how this happened to you, my friend. I don't know how you became this target, but I love it. I love that it's just, yeah, where's Falcro? We gotta talk to somebody about stuff. All the chickens must be happy. Well, that's a police marijuana detecting police cock. Bubba is a marijuana detecting police cock. He's not here to fuck around. He's here to shut it down. That's what he's here to do. He and
That's
pull
right,
it.
man.
That's
That's right.
you gotta. Jesus. I feel so bad for Falcro. Which I don't know how it happened either. I think it was after the Karen incident. After that happened, it was like, oh, we
I'm
can't
just getting a
respect him.
visual of Falcro's face looking at the screen while Will's doing that. Like, you know,
Why is he doing this to me? Why? And then we got to have, and then Satan has to come out. Satan has to come out and make it all better and let him know it's all okay, man. It's all okay.
This is a
A real
safe
cocksman.
place. At
It's
the
a
end of the
safe
day,
place.
that's Satan's
As long
message
as you're
to you,
not named
Falcro.
Falcro. As long as you're not Falcro, this is a safe place. If there's a Falcro in the room, that's where everything's
Oh,
going.
he knows this is out of love, man. This is,
He loves it
this is-
here. He loves it
this is
here.
like
Because we
my
use
friend
lube.
Nido said.
We use lube. We're not dry fuckers. We use lube here. That's you can always count on Slider to be there to take care of things.
And look, I haven't given up hope that the good folks at Astroglide Corporate will come to their freaking senses.
Astroglide, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on?
You got a superhero
it's
right here.
everything
Sliders
you
ready to
need. I don't think there's
drama.
enough brand recognition. I think there needs to be more brand recognition, and what
I
works
actually-
better than a
I
mask?
think-
Honestly, I thought that he came up with Astroglide because
I know, because Astroglide's not doing any good advertising,
no,
right?
not at all.
No, it's locked behind it's locked. Go buy some at Walmart, pervert.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
you
we're
degenerate.
We're learning.
So, well, it's like, hey, I'd like to buy Astroglide. Okay, well, let's hit the light, and then the security team will be there to unlock it with the other degenerate,
Degenerate
sexual
purchase online sex. Degenerate purchase.
It's like,
man.
so this makes Astroglide. Yeah, I'm proud to buy Astroglide, man, because Slider's a fucking hero.
Right.
Slider's a hero. Slider is out there saving the world. Slider has battled Steven Seagal and his penis pump.
See,
Penis pump attack.
That way you don't come off with fresh dick rash.
Exactly,
Fresh
man. I mean, this is bigger than all of us, dude.
This fucking show.
And
this fucking show.
I
Yes.
actually think I'm going to do something. I'm going to film some stuff in Walmart and other stores, and maybe even like wear a GoPro. Although people are uptight about this, and I get it. But just like go through this is what it's like. Hey, I'd like to buy Astroglide. Okay, hold on, and let's get Marge to come over, and and where is it? Oh, it's behind the fucking the whatever. There's
The Magnums.
things. Yeah, the Magnums.
I need those magnums. I need the magnums.
You know, so
No.
the size changes
I'm
while
going-
you're asking for
I'm
it.
going catfishing, and so I need the magnums. I
Could-
sticking my arm in that hole to get this catfish out.
Yes, ma'am. Could I have some of those Magnums and a box of rubber bands?
That's gonna. Hey, Allie. That's gonna be my project. Because I think the next open mic I'm gonna unveil Slider, but a puppet version of him. So
You
it'll be
should.
3D. So I'm gonna have to, get some Astroglide and to yeah, I think we can do this. Over
I think
the
you can
weekend.
do it.
Yeah, and just so I'll have Slider.
That's what the good
and then-
people of Colorado Springs need.
And
And
I like-
vultures are gonna jump on this shit. They're gonna jump on this. Yeah, I need you guys represent. That's the thing. This is what this club is missing right now. Good representation.
I'm just gonna
That's-
walk them through. I'm gonna say, hey, look, this is how crazy the world is that Astroglide's not going for this concept. Let me walk you through the story. And da-da-da!
See how bad this is. See
I'll
how
do
horrible
purple.
it is.
I'll do purple pipe cleaners behind them to drop the goo. Look, you rat bastard! Look, he's dropping his secret superpower goo. You punk rockers! This is what happens when you do dope. Slider's
my
gonna come
God.
in and drop this sexual and all over you. And that's what's gonna happen. You anti-American commies, keep it up.
Anti-American commies keeping us from getting Astroglide. Those motherfuckers. That's just the way the world is anymore. Colorado Springs, I tell you, they have got to. They really need to count themselves lucky to have you there. They really have to. You're gonna bring culture to this area. You're gonna really bring some culture to it. I think it's gonna work.
We're old guys that are high here, man. It's like
Yeah.
this is like the execution of this is weird, dude. I
You could
just
go
think
all
that-
Gallagher on them, and all the people in the front row have like the plastic sheets over them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
have Slider just squirting all over them.
That's
Oh,
a
no.
good idea, man.
The best part of Gallagher was that it usually wasn't Gallagher.
Yeah,
I think the best part of Gallagher was how many Gallaghers were there, because there were multiple people that would play the role of Gallagher and
I
do
had
the
no
act and
idea.
everything.
I had no
There's
idea.
at least one other. I think
thought
it
it
was
was
a
one
couple of
dude.
them doing different. No, there's other dudes that could put on the Gallagher wig and hat and the same outfit and pull off the same. Especially at a county fair, who's getting close enough to tell, hey, that's not Gallagher. You're gonna see the crazy look. You're gonna see whatever. The sledgehammer's coming down on the watermelon. That's all you're there for. So if you're doing a state fair, county fair, Gallagher's gonna be there.
So you could
They
do
would
like
charge
a sledge,
money for appearances, and it
You could
wouldn't
do a
be
sledge
the
on
actual.
Slider. Do a sledge on Slider, and just.
Just everywhere.
I want to just, if I do this, I want to get to the, where they have these comedy clubs where it's just set up where you're gonna bomb, just because there's no audience there, and so it's mostly, whoever's the comic is just basically just talking to people, that's the you know what I mean, Wes?
That's my
for us.
ideal
That's-
environment.
That's our room.
That's my
I mean,
low
that's our room.
expectations. I can't let anybody down if there's no audience. That's always works out good for me.
But I listened to a Gallagher album like in the '80s that was really freaking funny, and I mean, it had you could hear some of the physical comedy, but there was a lot of jokes and stuff. It was really good, man.
He
I
had a
no
good
idea.
act.
There was-
He had a good
Yeah.
act, but he likes it. It was a business. So there were several people that would perform as Gallagher. That were it was that thing he had going on.
I get it, because could you imagine being that physical for that many years? I couldn't do it. You
and
know,
all the
so
shows,
good on-
and you're
good
not
on
going to
him.
make that bank if you can't do 2 shows in the same
You know
night.
what?
So
Good
he's
on
just
him.
double bill.
I have no problem with it. I just didn't know. It was like I
It was
said. the album
before
was
the days
funny
of
as
the
hell.
internet, right? So nobody's checking a schedule and saying, "Oh, he's appearing in 2 places at the same time." There's got to be something wrong there. No, nobody had any idea. It was just because I think he
did what he
died,
did.
and maybe was it his brother or brother-in-law
I think
that
it was
kept
his
things
brother. It was his brother.
that kept things going and all that.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, Kiss is doing it. Why not Gallagher?
Well, I mean, it's the environment. I mean, you know what? And he's got to do what he's got to do to survive financially. And I think it's kind of ingenious. He's like, you know what? I got this good thing, and keep it in the family or whatever. However he did it, fuck it.
Making bank. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to figure out. We got to figure out how to do that.
No, it's like in
it'll
that
get there.
instance. It's in that instance. I understand it. He was like, it's almost kind of like prophetic. I know I'm going to fall apart physically. I can't be as many places as I'd like to be. This is kind of gimmicky. I can have some other people do it, make some bread, and okay.
Kind of made sense. Hey, how's it going up there, artist? Artist LGLEG? Everything going okay? You look like you might be like, oh, I don't like that. Did you have a moment of, oh, I don't like that with your painting? Or, see, I know your facial expressions. I recognized it. Are you able to pull it out? Is everything working out okay? Is it gonna?
No, I can't pull it out. I'm just embracing the shit. Hey, you
Is it
can't
that
make
bad?
good art without making shitty art.
Let's smoke. Smoke to let's have a hit. I recognize the facial expression though. It's like, oh, she's not happy with whatever
I
she's
need to
doing
go
right now.
grab a drink. I will be right.
Grab yourself a drink. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have myself a hit here.
I was thinking the other day about some of my favorite art comedians from back then, and I thought of somebody I hadn't thought of in a long time. Do you remember that Emo Phillips guy?
Oh yes, Emo Phillips. He did. He actually did voices on one of my favorite cartoons, Home Movies.
Yeah.
He played Shannon the bully on several episodes of Home Movies.
That guy used to crack me up, man. That guy used to crack me up with
He
the
was
hair
creepy.
and all that.
He was creepy, man. He had some creepy stuff going on. Emo did.
But back in the day, we'd sit there and listen to Richard Pryor and Cheech and Chong on the records, and I mean, it was a different world. Now, I listened to some of the things I thought was funny back then, and I don't quite laugh as much as I used to at that. But the bar is pretty low, lately.
The bar is low, but comedy changes,
But
society
what comedians
changes,
are out
things.
right now. What comedians that's hot right now? I mean, usually there was always somebody.
Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Bill Burr is he's got some great stand up. I love his work. I'm a fan of a number of them, but they're all large, and there isn't a Bill Burr. I really like
Chappelle.
Chappelle. I'm a Louis C.K. from early on. His stuff, I remember his series before it was Lucky Louie on HBO. They gave him a series there that was real low budget, and I watched that thing, and then watched season 2 where they'd made some advances, and they had location shots before they actually showed in. There was a little bit of music. You could tell the production value was getting better, but his stand-ups were.
I think my favorite of all time though is got to be Norm.
That's one of my earliest memories.
You know,
watching his stand up, one of the ones that stands out for me when Comedy Central just got started was I've got My Family in the Duffel Bag. Oh Satan, I've done as you asked. I killed my family. I cut him up. I've got him here in the duffel bag, and I'm gonna bury him here by the tracks like you asked me to. I've done it all. Oh, it's me, Bob. Oh, Bob, you got me. I thought you were Satan. I got my family in this duffel bag. It was a good one, Bob.
my favorite one's like, I built that church. I built this there, and he's like, but you screw one goat, and you're known as,
Yeah, go fucker.
It was just the way he would. I love jokes that do the bring back.
Yep.
And the one where he was the coal mine, or he was a coal miner or something, and they were like, hey, you got to sleep with the pig, and hey, get off of her, that's Billy's wife.
His stuff was outrageous.
Yeah,
his stuff, and it would be so bizarre. It would be so bizarre, and even later on, just anything when he's telling something. Well, this is going to deliver. At the end, whatever weird thing that he's delivering like a story, it would deliver. It would deliver with good comedy and everything.
I would be laughing just knowing something was coming. He would be, because he would be not funny, so not funny that it was
and
funny.
You're waiting,
and then the gut punch, and it's just genius. Yeah, Red Fox. Shelley was saying Red Fox was great. His I kind of liked his off TV comedy.
Yes.
A little bit more.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, dude.
The stuff you couldn't put on the air, he was pretty rough.
No, he was like, wow. It was like, okay, Sanford and Son was funny, but no. Away from that, when he was like unfiltered, brilliant, dude.
I got to watch a lot of Carlin's stuff because they sent me to a Christian school for my junior year for the little bit of time that I went to a junior year. And there were like 4 or 5 bright people in the junior and senior classes that they would get together on the weekends. And it would be Carlin specials and Monty Python. It was like, okay, we're going to watch these things. This is because... we'll get thrown out of school if they find out that we do these sort of things. It was a school where you got thrown out for dancing. Music was not allowed. Rock and roll was a bad thing. It really exists. It's just.
I was I was a preacher's son, so I totally understand all that.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go.
There you go, man. He knows.
That actually explains so much. That explains so much. That's okay. Yeah, there's now the LSD story makes sense. Now these things. Now I can see. I gotta rebel.
Hey, it was something that someone slipped in my drink, man.
You lie.
I've done some horrible shit and didn't know it was horrible when I was doing it. You ever do something like that? Like I may have had one of my first sexual encounters on a church bus coming back from a skating rink,
Hey.
and I may have had a sexual encounter in a church in the bathroom, but I was the preacher's son. Where was I gonna?
Here is.
And at the time, I didn't realize that was such a bad thing,
No.
Oh man, I want to have you as a guest on.
And that was your environment.
The situation arise.
Yeah.
And
Coffee with FDR, and he's the guest, and it's just going to be his childhood. That's all I want to hear about.
Dude,
I don't give a shit what you're doing now. I want to talk about being the preacher's son. I want to hear those stories. That's where all the interest is going to come. We're going to have you for one of those. Just checking in on the early stuff.
One time I told the youth pastor's son like dirty jokes, and me and my cousin was telling them like all the dirty jokes we knew. And that little son of a bitch, he was like, "I'm down with this, ha 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 ha! Oh my god, ha 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 ha!" And went straight to his dad. Told his dad the next weekend there was a sermon in the youth church about me.
That's right.
Well,
Time to repent.
You
dude.
love the
Repent.
notoriety. You love the notoriety. You're walking around.
Oh no,
Walking
this
around
is
just,
not-
I'm the preacher's son. I do whatever the fuck I want.
That's
what
it
I'm
was
doing.
nothing like that, Wes. It was like everybody was like, get him now. Because I think one time in church, I asked, it was a revival, and it was the week of forgiveness. And I said, and I mean, for a whole week, everybody showed up to church every day. And it was the week of forgiveness, how to forgive and forgive and forgive. And I just said, so do you think it would be possible that God would forgive Satan? And they brought me up in front of everybody and was like, this is what they're teaching them in schools. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I realized this is when I said Santa Claus might not be real.
I got sent down to the office and got demerits when I laughed out loud. Evolutionists want you to believe that life came from pond scrum. The Bible spells it out clearly. It was a series of miracles, and it was just the funniest fucking thing I'd ever heard. And the lie of dinosaurs and everything else. And I didn't fit in, and so that was a world history class. World history started in the book. Started from here. If it's not part of that class was you've got to cover Genesis. You got to cover that out of Egypt. Your Exodus. I mean, you've got to cover that. And so, what better way than to compare and contrast what's written in the King James along with Mr. Chuck Heston and this big spelling counted on names. The character in the Bible is named this. What did they name it in the movie? And spelling counted on these fucking names in the movie characters even.
Wow.
No, that I didn't do well at that school. I
didn't do well at life at that time.
I'm still a fucking wreck. I'm still a fucking wreck. Hey, cheers! I see some pot smoking going on up there. She beat me to it. I'm too slow.
I have some grass that has a shitty name, and on Allie's show we sometimes give it a better name.
We like to give it a different name than it is.
One night it was South Brooklyn Drive-By or something.
Yeah.
Sound like it?
Really weird and fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty crazy coming up. Cause mine's just named Ghost.
Ghost?
It's a vape pen.
Oh, okay.
But everybody's like, oh my God, that's like, I can't take more than one puff off of it, or I'll have to go lay down in bed and shit. I actually took like three puffs off of it, and I broke out in sweats.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Where can I get my hand on this?
Well,
I have no access to anything. It was rhetorical. Rhetorical. Whatever the guy shows up with a bag. That's what I have. And right now it's 2-year-old roaches. Some of these are a couple years old, and every now and then I hit a couple good ones. It's like, oh, that's either really weird mold or really good weed. Something's kicking in there.
And once again, I'm sitting here because Allie, don't you get just totally blazed sometimes? I mean, I'm telling you, I would have to lay down on the couch and like go totally couch lock. Because I don't know. I guess I just can't handle it as well as others. But and then again, there's no way to tell what you're getting anymore, because one day you can smoke a J and the next day you take 2 puffs and you're like, what the fuck? I'm on a marijuana trip.
No, that's why
Yeah,
I like the, I like it. I like it legal and going to dispensaries where you know it's gone through a process and you know what you're dealing with, dude. I love it, man. You know, that should be available to everybody.
I like
Right.
this surprise. I like when I get the shrooms off the guy that it's really like, I don't know. They look blue. I'll say, okay, these are safe. I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. Let's. I've reached that point in life where I don't worry as much. If something happens, well, it happens. It's destiny. It was just gonna. I'm gonna take these shrooms anyway. See how it all rolls.
But I would just be, I mean, I thought about it. I would be just totally blazed. Y'all, if y'all would be talking to me and I'd be just straight faced right here going, eh?
She reaches a point, and it's usually gummies. She reaches a point where her only conversation, I'm really high. I'm really stoned right now. So you can't really answer. You can
think
ask
I've
her any
seen that.
question.
I think
I'm really high. It gets that way.
I think I seen that a couple of nights ago.
Yeah.
You did. That's where it goes.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be. And you know what happened to me before the Monday night show? Have y'all ever got anxiety about doing a show? I don't
No.
think I for some reason Monday right before the show I just got this anxiety about because more and more people are watching and stuff, and I'm just like,
You've got a crowd coming in.
well,
there. You've
I'm
got a crowd.
thinking there's I'm thinking it used to be people I knew, and people I knew everybody in chat and stuff, but now it's like, okay, I just signed off. There was 200 people watched, and I knew maybe 30 of them, and that means that there's 170 people out there watching me, and I was thinking, and there's almost 1 million people who have watched the dumb shit I've done, dude.
You
And it just sunk in for a minute. Like I was walking on a big wide sidewalk I couldn't fall off of, but I was 100 miles in the air. And just
No, I
once
understand
I looked over the side and was like, oh shit. What if this show goes wrong? What if everything comes crashing down? But
Gotcha.
as soon as I pushed the play button, it was good.
Oh, that one. But no, I get
Seemed
that.
all
I get
smooth,
that.
and you do a great. That is a great show you've got. That Monday thing is,
Yeah,
is
'cause
really.
I had some
Totally
I
anxiety.
would totally have that.
Totally
I would
works.
have that. Seriously, if I was going holy shit, there's X amount of people watching this live, okay, that means some of these people, are gonna really, it's weird, and so I totally get it, dude.
There's just
But-
people watching me and not saying anything, and I don't
Right.
know how they're taking what I'm doing. I'm
Right.
talking about
Mhm.
electricity and wieners, and so
Yeah.
that's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, those people weed themselves out. They leave. That's. I don't get. I fail enough to where I experience this fucking show. I was muted for the first 9 or 10 seconds. I felt good that I found it out. Nobody was here. See, I don't have any of that success to worry about. That's where your situation is different.
That's
than mine.
another thing. When I do really good with no comment or where people are criticizing me, like, oh, you really need to do this. Oh man, that really, you really blew it there. But when people start to compliment me for some reason, like, man, that one thing, I just laugh my ass off at it. I'm like, the expectations are getting higher and higher. I've got to keep reaching this bar, and
That's why I get higher and higher. See, that's what this is for. The getting higher and higher
Yeah,
is
it's
to
like
keep
your
those.
tolerance is too high.
You can deal with those expectations once you get that higher and higher. I see a guitar.
But I bet
Oh,
I bet you got a lot of. I know y'all do a lot of work, man. I know y'all have to be doing a lot of work.
we'll
do-
be doing a lot of. She's doing a lot of work. She's doing a lot of work. Gampro is doing a lot of work. I am adjusting. I up here. He's he does so much fucking work. He's got new stuff constantly. She's painting 4 or 5 fucking paintings a day, just blasting them out there.
I think I'm on my 4th one now.
Well, it's
easily.
still putting it together. I mean, when me and Sunshine are sitting here talking, I'm pushing the buttons in OBS and trying to line up what video is going to come up next. What's this going to be? You know,
OBS in conjunction with StreamYard, pulling them, having the right person in. I've screwed it up a number of times, but it is
Well,
you're
well, you're
to
getting
do
to
the
the
show
point
and
you
be
might wanna
doing
have
that
some-
running.
Yeah, you might want to consider, because you're at the point where, because to be able to have somebody kind of just do the production stuff, so you could just focus on just entertaining, you know, and somebody's hitting buttons and worrying about the, you know, moderating chat and stuff like that. That's like a luxury to me. It's to be a luxury. I'd love to have.
So
somebody do
far, it's going okay. So far, and I think I can. I think I'm not worried about this next season. And we have certain specific things that I just because we're incorporating other pre-recorded elements. Things have to fit a certain way with what we're doing this next season.
Yeah.
And I can't let that go to somebody else right now. I just can't let that go and say handle that, because that kind of
No,
is
it's tough.
key
It's
to a
tough.
bunch of stuff. And if it fucks up, it'll be me. I'll
Well, I'm
take the
hoping
responsibility.
as the season progresses that I'll have somebody to be able to help me a little bit. Like, and so if I'm doing a puppet show, just take buttons so it's a little bit smoother. That kind of shit is what I
Yeah.
want to be able to have.
Well,
help with.
I've had pretty large people, especially come in on my music before I did the comedy, and they were like, "Hey, we'll push all the buttons. We'll put you in a pro place, and we'll wash out the whole community, and we're going to go large.
Yeah.
But we're going to tell you what to say, when to
Yeah, I
piss,
don't want
when to
that.
shit,
Yeah,
when to.
fuck that.
But we're not going to change a thing. What you're doing is
Yeah.
working, but don't do this anymore. Don't do that anymore. Don't do this anymore. And we're going to put you on every platform, and you know, on top of that, we're going to tell you everything, and then we're going to take a big chunk of the money.
Yeah, no.
And you can see that it wouldn't be long before there'd be some young kid up there. Hi, I'm Pole Vault.
Oh,
Boom.
yeah,
Well, now Pervolt. You're
Yeah.
Pervolt. You're
Yeah,
Pervolt.
well, and they would be like, oh, yeah, they'd be like, we got to smash that right away. That doesn't go with our brand.
right.
Where's that Pervolt at? Where's that Pervolt coming on
Hey,
to
that's
Trixie?
Trixie. That Trixie
I'm
was horrifying, man.
I'm gonna get that.
I
That was-
loved it.
Oh,
That
it
was
was.
so
it was
fun.
horrifying,
Everybody was so disturbed by Trixie.
I don't
It
even
was
know
the
what's going
creepiest.
on. What is that? I don't even know what the hell
Yeah.
that is.
Well, you'd have to ask the artist that brought that to the show. I didn't know what Scud was. I had no idea what Scud was. I had no idea what was going on with Trixie. I just heard when you did that they got married, that they'd been married and everything. That's
Well,
the
now
beauty
they're
of this
divorced.
show.
Now they're divorced because they were fighting over me. You know that, right?
I think so. I think that you need to watch out. You need to watch out for
Now
Charlie.
I got Charlie Wood after me, man.
I mean, he's no real threat. And everybody, in case you're not connected, since it just got dropped, and if you're not connected to Charlie Wood, there is the link out there for Charlie. And right above there, if you are looking for any type of commissioned artwork, Allie over there on Instagram this is a way of getting in touch with her. If you want to see some of the abstract art, some of the items that she has them on, the link to her catalog is pinned to the top of the chat. So make sure. Gemma, I should say good morning, shouldn't I? I should say good morning. It's got to be like, what is it, 7:30 for you? 8:30 for you, Gemma? Are you having a good morning? I hope you're having a good morning. I mean, it'd be terrible if you did. I hope.
Gemma.
Oh, please be having a good morning, Gemma. We need you to be having a good morning. If it's gone bad, tell us that it's gonna go okay. Tell us, it's gonna. You don't have to share any of the bad, because I gotta sleep. I want to have a good.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna call it a night for me. 'cause
Yeah,
I need to get a
I've
good.
got to go too. I got to
Yeah,
do
it's late.
this like work thing in a little while. and
But
it's gonna be-
I'm going to try to
Oh.
capture some content throughout the day. We'll see how tomorrow goes, but I'm going to plan on being ready around 3 for an afternoon show tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Is that what you want to do, or ish?
3 to
ish,
4.
ish,
3-ish.
ish. I nothing's set in stone, but I'm gonna that's gonna be my rhythm, but I want to get up and be fresh because there's an open mic afterwards, and I want to maybe we can incorporate this into a whole thing tomorrow. We'll see how
That
what
would be
gels.
cool. That would be
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll tomorrow afternoon we'll be doing the coffee with FDR. 3-ish.
Pole vault, really happy for you guys.
3-ish
man.
hour time.
I don't know what's
Fucking-
going on.
Yes.
It's
3-ish
awesome.
our time.
I
One
dig it.
1
I
o'clock
dig
your
it.
time or 3 o'clock your time.
3 o'clock my time.
Okay, so 5 o'clock. Okay, good.
Well, wait, we're yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. No, she brought out. I was thinking 3 my time, but you were talking 3 your time.
I
which
can do
still
3 your
works.
time if that's better.
It still works.
Whatever
Eh,
you guys want to do is cool.
Let's do 3 my
We'll
time.
figure it out. We'll
And
figure
what time is
my
that
kid,
central? What time
well,
is that
you.
central?
I don't.
Central,
In
that's
between.
Math is hard.
It's right in
Math is
between.
hard.
That
It's
fucking
4
math
central.
is hard.
It's 4 central.
There you go. There you go. Now we've covered all the bases. Do you got that, Falcro? You want to say something to Falcro before you go?
Hey,
Hit that
Falco, love
rack,
you,
folks.
man. That's it.
He's
Thank you
everybody's
for-
crashing.
You're our muse.
Everybody's crashing out.
Yeah,
Everybody's
yeah, it's
crashing.
late.
Well, yeah, we'll do that tomorrow afternoon. Pole vault. It's been great having you up here. You fucking
love it,
success
man.
story with the big wiener. Hope everything goes
Pole vault with
you
the
know
big
well with the
wiener.
big wiener.
Well, right,
I know
but-
you said it doesn't matter that
No,
there's a
but you
big
heard
wiener.
what the owl said. You heard what the owl said to the little
It
bird.
doesn't matter.
You think you have a big
I'm
wiener,
pole
and the little
vault.
bird looks
That's
down.
a big
But I
wiener,
do.
man. They call me pole vault, and I got big wiener, man. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, come on,
Oh
kids.
man.
Woo!
Gee golly. Hey, pole vault, tell us about the big wiener. Golly gee whiz.
All right.
If you all would like to hear about the big wiener, you need to make sure that you are connected to
Hey,
Pole Vault
you're a
on
good
Monday
dude,
nights.
man.
Pole Vault and Sunshine. Bring out the big wiener, and everything
Yeah,
goes fun.
you're a good dude. I love it. I'm so
And
happy.
remember, electricity doesn't care if you have a big wiener.
It doesn't
You
care.
will still get electrocuted.
Now, a lot of you don't know what that's about. Well, get over there to Pole Vaults. Watch last Monday's program, and you will see. And it's every Monday. At what time is that, Pole Vault?
It's 8 Central. Not every
8
Monday,
Central.
every other Monday. And I
It's
did
every
that-
other Monday?
Well, it's the first and third Monday. Because
Oh, you're pulling one of these Michael Songs things every other. He does that with his Wednesdays.
no. Well, here's the
It-
thing. I told you it's a lot of work, Wes. I mean,
Oh, I believe you. I believe
I
you.
have to go
I'm not.
find. I had to go find a public domain video or something, then
Yeah.
cut it down, and then come up with an idea of what these people are saying. I'm not, and then voice over them, and then cut them down and put trailers on the beginning and the end.
You're doing a
Find it.
great job. You're doing
Yeah,
a great
it's
job with those.
shitload of
That
work, man.
it really a good job. Really a good job on it.
Yeah,
Everybody
thanks,
make
man.
make sure you connected to everybody here. Make sure you connected. Now that's perfect. That's perfect. I'm gonna take a hit. Oh, that felt good. That felt good.
See, I would just be, I'd be laying on the floor. They'd have to like drag me, and I'm a lightweight, man. I guess.
I smoke a lot of weed.
Can I show you
Smoke a
guys
lot
the
of weed.
painting I've been working on?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yay! Here it is.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
It's still
Why doesn't anybody love me? Golly gee whiz.
How'd you put
Look at
How'd you
me.
put the mouth on there? Almost looks like it's 3D. Yeah, you
Look
got
at
it.
That is
that.
the bomb,
Look at that
Allie.
shit.
That is the bomb.
Look at that.
Wow.
I burnt a hole in the page.
No, I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Dig it. Dig it. Dig it. Dig it.
Thank you.
That is cool.
Great save. Great save on it.
Yeah, maybe
With
if
the
you,
burn in the
maybe if
hole.
you weren't on the pot, you wouldn't,
I,
have done that.
you know what? I actually
Why-
burnt the hole on purpose.
I know. I know. I'm giving you.
Oh, well, hell. You did it on purpose. Well, what was the I don't like it face that you made?
Oh, that was a different one I was working on. I already moved on.
You
from
already
that.
gave up on that? You said, screw that. Okay.
I moved on. It was those colors I never like.
Scotty B, peace and love.
But I'm running low on all the colors that I really like, so I can't.
All the colors I really like.
She shows me this series, the ones. She's got like, I don't know, however many fucking hundred, but she's picked out 6 she doesn't like, and she wants to concentrate on those. And so I'm looking at it, it's like, well, you didn't even finish. And it's because you don't like the colors, right? I mean, this guy, they were really, it was really muddy color scheme. And so the other day, there was one she was starting, I said, I don't know. That's those colors. You see that, and you did a good job. You ended up making that into something.
I did
really
make
good,
it into something. Here, I'll show you the one he's talking about.
I think one of my favorites is Clumps of Dirt.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, that's a callback. I love that.
Oh, that is cool.
Ooh, wow.
Love the texture.
It just
God,
seems
that is awesome.
seems meaty to me. It's like it's made of some sort of flesh stuff, but
Yeah,
not
but it's
an
like
organ.
crazy.
Or there's-
That's cool.
Thank
It's
you.
not the size of the ride.
Lot of talent.
It's not the
Lot of
size.
talent. That's
It's
why.
the
That's why
ride.
they're not gonna. They just. I'm just getting phased out of the program. Everybody else is just that much better than me, and they're gonna have me behind the scenes. I'm gonna be the hype person in the chat. Hey, everybody, click the like. Hey, share this out, everyone.
That's me.
Oh,
That's me. Hey, watch Sunshine do something mean to me.
there you go. They're relegating me. I'm gonna have less and less, screen time on the program. They feel that's the best. It
least-
seemed rude at the time, but they really explained it and it made sense to me. So I'm
At
going
least they're
along
not
with it.
catching you on fire yet. So
Exactly. I haven't become the victim of a jackass routine or something along those
Yeah,
lines.
yeah.
They haven't.
and I don't want to be.
I don't either. So I'm good with being stuck out in the chat. They're phasing me out. I don't have a good Q rating. I don't test well with audiences. So it made sense. I accept their judgment. I just go with it.
I just suspect Sunshine's going to come to me any day and say the Monday night show. Hey, it's not you. It's me. It's me that's going to do the show. You're not going to do the show.
You guys have a great vibe on that thing. It really has a great feel. That's why the crowd. You just got it going on out there. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody's into it, and you're entertaining everybody, and it's
But
it's
that's
working.
my life. What you see on that screen, we don't have to try because that's us. We do that shit everywhere, Wes. We do that shit everywhere. I don't know. I think sometimes if I saw us come into a restaurant or something, I don't know what the fuck would you think about that? I mean, these people are not acting normal. They got their cell phones out and they're throwing food at each other. It's not normal.
I had someone here locally go as me for Halloween, so I gotta get what you're talking about. I had somebody. They put the wig on, tie dye, all that. They were me for Halloween.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
I
I
was
get that public
inspired by-
spectacle thing.
Shelley had some words up, and I'm inspired to come up with a song based off the.
Which one? Which one?
There it is.
It's
right
not the
there.
size, it's the rise.
That's right.
Oh, Shelly.
Well, now.
Cheers.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, we'll get there. Next live stream we'll have it. I think it's there. It's not
Show
the
it,
size.
it's not the size, it's the rise.
Well,
Life
I'm
is
fixing
good.
I'm fixing to get out of
Yeah.
here, guys. I've
Yeah,
got
peace and love.
I gotta hit it
Um,
I gotta hit it in 4 hours, so it's gonna be great.
Thank you for everybody. Please make sure you're connected to Pole Vault. Make sure that you're there every other Monday for the Monday Hangover, because he only gets loaded every other Sunday. So make sure and be there at Pole Vault. And the Art of Floundering.
No, I'm there. I can't
Satan
wait
Life
for
Coach. Are we closing down? Are we closing down, or are we? I may still.
I gotta go.
I'm
Y'all-
gonna
y'all
keep going.
Y'all keep
I'm gonna
rolling. Y'all
keep going.
I'll
rolling.
hang for a little bit.
Hey, I appreciate coming on, guys. Like I
Hey,
said,
Pole Vault, man, good
Thanks for
seeing
hanging
you.
out.
I'm happy.
I'm
for
glad you
brother.
came up. I'm glad you
Yeah.
came up, man.
I'm always down for saying dumb, embarrassing shit. So.
The orange.
You
We're
gotta do
gonna
a deep
we're gonna
dive
be
into that
doing some
childhood,
stuff
dude.
on Saturday nights before GMA, maybe this week, but definitely coming around. And you're on the list for the invites on that Saturday
Son
thing.
of a
and everything.
preacher man.
I
the
thought
only
orange
thing
was
that
a
Pole
made
Vault
up
was
color. Damn
doing.
it.
I know.
He was the son of a preacher
orange.
man. The only
All
as
right,
Pole
y'all have a
Vault was
good one.
tapping the ass on
Yeah.
on the bus. He's
No,
the son
I
of a
know,
preacher.
I wasn't. Okay, real quick. This is the way it happened. She turned around.
Oh my gosh.
She put her head in my lap thing.
Right.
And I was thinking, this is my new girlfriend. I'm in love. And I was probably about 11 or 12. And I'm like,
Okay.
I'm in love. And she's like 13. I'm like, with
Right.
an older woman, she's going to be my girlfriend. I'm even thinking about why she's doing this. I'm thinking about all these marvelous things I'm going to do for her.
Right.
And then she turns around to the 16-year-old on the other side of her and starts doing him. And while I'm sitting there about ready to cry, I'm like, "Whoa." He's like, what are you looking at, Pud? And I'm like, oh. Talking.
Oh my God!
I love
Oh, we gotta have a whole
Horrific.
fucking show dedicated to
Dude,
his
it's
child.
done.
I
Oh,
just want that.
horrific.
Talk
I
about
love it.
emotional roller coaster. I was never
Oh,
so
that-
happy and so sad so quick.
But you just, you need to pray more.
That was
That's
a roller
that'll get you there.
coaster.
That's that you
That's
were
what-
you were.
That's what
They were
happened.
trying to tell you. They were trying to tell you at the revivals and stuff. It was just,
She wouldn't have done that to me if I'd have been praying harder.
oh, you've earned the name Pervold. You've earned the name
I didn't
Pervold.
do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
You're a victim. You're a victim.
I was.
That's what they all say.
That's
I
what
wasn't.
they all say. Oh, we're gonna. We're gonna. Oh, there's gonna be a show. There's gonna be a show, and you're gonna be the guest.
I definitely have to go. I'll see you guys, man.
Yeah.
Peace and love, man.
Yeah,
Peace
I'm
and
going
love.
to. Good thing it wasn't a
All
bumpy
right.
road. That's all I can say is good thing it wasn't a bumpy road.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Close up shop.
Nice.
Do another hit. Close up
Right.
shop.
Yeah,
What?
we could. Yeah, that's fine.
It's up to you.
Well, what do you want to do?
I'm cool.
You're yawning. What time is it?
2:52.
Oh, Jesus, it's 3:00. It's fucking 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah, but I'm used to that.
I'm an old man. I can't be doing this 3:00 in the morning stuff. This is, this beats me down into that. Oh, I had no idea. Pervold. It's clearly not Pervold's fault.
Pervold.
Thank you. That somebody stick up for him. That's what we need. Well, how are you going on how much more are you going to be doing on your painting? If you're going to be painting, or are you wanting to call it a stream, or are you wanting to keep painting?
Yeah,
I can
let's-
play
let's-
bass.
Well, why don't you play bass and I will just point the camera at the painting. How's that?
I like that. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. We'll just, I like that idea. We're gonna show some painting. It could be, I could disappear while and I could just be playing. You could make me real tiny. I could be the real.
No, I'm not gonna make you real tiny.
It'd be fun. It'd be funny. You could put me in some corner and. Because you've got more to do on the. You're still gonna be painting, right?
Yeah, I still have more to do. But here's what I got so far.
I really kind of like the blues and the pinks. I kind of it does really look neat.
Thank you.
Now, if I can only find a pick, so I can actually try to do something. So everybody out there, have you all clicked on the like? Nobody else ran this on their channels. I figured somebody else would have had this on their channels.
I could run it on my channel.
Well, we had purple. What did you say?
I could run it on my channel.
Oh, it sounded like you said I didn't want this running on my channel.
No, I don't want this
I thought
running
that
on my
was how
channel.
you. Well, and I kind of understood, but I thought you would just be that direct about it right now. That seems a little harsh. Seems a little bit harsh. Well, it's late night, so we'll just you know. Am I expected to make up words?
Oh, I don't know. This sounds like a very sad song.
Should it not be sad? Should I? It is kind of morose. It does kind of.
It does give that morose vibe.
Wait, what was the song that we needed to?
Oh yeah.
I gotta. Should probably be. If we do it just different enough, then we shouldn't get hit. Oh man. Emp is trying to cramp my style, telling me to keep my pants on.
Yeah, keep your fucking.
How many people are here? Oh man. Oh. I mean, it is late. Do I really have to wait? Is this one of those nights where I have to keep my pants on? Yeah. Oh, I got nothing. I got nothing. Oh, I got nothing. Emp is telling me I gotta keep my pants on tonight. I'm calling bullshit, man. I think it'd be alright if I just let it go, man. Just let it show, man. It's a late night program. Everybody here's an adult. What's a hang up, man? Gonna let my dong hang out tonight, yeah. Gonna let it hang out and give them a fright, yeah. Not because it's scary with its size or anything like that, no. It looks like it's got some problems, like it might be sick, like it's got something wrong with it, yeah. Oh, I got a bad dick. Oh, I got a bad dick. I got nowhere. I don't know where I'm going with this. It was like, okay, it's all gonna be jokes about
Oh fuck.
how bad There's something wrong with my penis. I wish I could see a doctor. You know, I did a whole comedy thing once where it was a guy calling. He called up his doctor. Well, now I know you want me to get that office visit so you can get your money and everything. But I got this phone. Could I just go send you some pictures and you just tell me what this is? And well, you ain't got to talk to me like that. Well, I can Google myself another doctor. It was one of those one-sided phone calls of a guy who's trying to ask about the rash. Oh,
The fresh dick rash.
fresh dick rash. FDR. Oh, yeah. FDR, huh? Oh, fresh dick rash. Don't know how to make this song work. About a fresh dick rash. I don't know what dash, bash,
Lash.
lash, crash, sash. This is the worst stream ever. We're just making up rhymes with the word.
I'm painting. I'm doing a
No,
painting.
you're doing great. You're doing great. I know it's me.
It's giving me Aesop Rock album cover vibes.
Album cover vibes.
Have you seen the album artwork for Aesop Rock? No? Yes.
Are you sharing something?
Yeah, I'm gonna be showing it. Oh wow, that didn't make it any bigger.
Oh, they do the scaly thing.
Oh, that did nothing. Oh yeah. So they do some pretty cool.
Not better than yours.
Oh, thank you.
Let me go on. Oh, on. Which chord is it? On. I didn't find it. It didn't work out. When I'm walking, I stop and I'm so thrown out. I can't. I don't know how the song goes. Beyond that, I don't know how it goes, and I'm trying to come up with something. Body beats, I stain my sheets. I don't even know why. I mean, I know it, but it's a C chord. It's not gonna sound good on. It's not gonna sound good on the bass. Cheers.
Oh fuck yeah. Mom says, "Pop's resting well. All vitals excellent. Staying the night. Keep playing. Bravo."
Fantastic. Good news. Good news. Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that, Mo. Let's see what yeah, just straight on bass. Just gonna play the blues because I got nothing else to do tonight. Oh, I'm gonna play these boring blues, 'cause I got nothing else to do tonight. Didn't even have words for there. That's how bad it is. No, where is that? I don't know how to sing that one at the same time either. I'm just kind of practicing. You're still. In the meantime, that's the name of the song. In the meantime, who is it that is? I was just talking about him the other day.
Hey, Perpetual, cheers.
In the meantime, somebody out there tell me who did In the Meantime. That's you don't have to look it up. You don't have to.
Space Hog?
Space Hog. Space Hog. Thank you. It was Space Hog.
Cool.
It was Space
I like
Hog.
that song.
I see. I haven't played this in so many years, and that's why I keep trying to practice the thing. Zeppelin. Zeppelin. Fellas, have you heard the news? I don't know the words. Something else gets said here, yeah, and something else again. Style is new, but the pay's the same as it was so long ago. Different eyes, different smiles, and this song's just gonna blow. Heartbreaker. 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 Yeah, that one's going nowhere. You need cooling. Baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling. Way, way down inside. Honey, you need love. Gonna give you every inch of my love. Gonna give you my love. Oh, I want a whole lot of love. It's a sad Zeppelin. We're doing sad Zeppelin tonight, everybody. A little bit of sad Zeppelin.
Oh.
Come from the land of the ice and snow, where the midnight sun and the hot springs glow. Whoa. Yeah, I'm not feeling that one either.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I'm not.
Hey,
Not on my-
Pinzer's back.
Pinzer's back. Pinzer's back. Peace and love. People are up. Oh, she's out on the other coast, so she's
Oh shit.
she's not as pathetically late in the night as it is here. We'll see how bad I do on this.
You got it.
Manic depression is catching my soul. I know what I want, but I just don't know how to go about getting it. Feeling sweet, feeling fit from my fingers. Oh, manic depression's in my soul. A woman so willing, falls in vain. You make love, you break love, it's all the same. When it's over, feeling sweet music, I wish I could caress, 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 caress. Oh, manic depression's a frustrating mess.
Here's everybody.
I think I'll go turn myself off and go down all the way. Cheers. Really no use in me hanging around in your kind of scene. Feeling sweet music. I wish I could caress, caress, and kiss, kiss. Oh, manic depression's a frustrating mess. Yay.
Woo! Good job.
Oh, well, I made it through something. I made it
You
through
did it.
something. I'm trying to, add a little bit of, we should put you up big is what we should do. We should,
No, we don't
have
have
the,
to
or
do
the
that.
painting could be up big. I mean, it's fine this way. However, no, I'm good with whatever. I was just saying the painting's probably, why would we do this?
Why
That
would
would
we
make
do
no
this?
sense. That would, well, because there's talent going on there. Everybody hears me. They know what this is. They know this is no good. They're like, oh, this guy. That is such a creature looking thing.
Yeah, it is a creature-looking thing.
I'm enjoying it. I think it's looking good.
Awesome.
I think it's looking good. Everybody out there, everybody, let's hear some positive things about the painting. She needs the encouragement, everyone. Everyone, let's get the encouragement going. Go, go,
Go,
go,
go.
go, 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 Ellie, go. I got nothing.
Oh, jeez.
I gotta think of something to play. Cause I play
Oh,
the same
thanks,
thing.
CW.
I should pick up the guitar.
The whole effect.
The whole effect. It's what it does for her. It's the whole effect. I thought I had something there.
Oh,
The
it's
whole effect. We're not going to talk about it now, but you can see it in that painting, and it makes it 3D somehow. Maybe because it is 3D. Not just the image you see. It's actually 2 fucking pages. And again, these are not gold. I was not,
I was loving it.
well, whole whole effect. You could fill in some words for me, maybe find out what they would be, and you could sing instead of me.
No way.
Whole effect. The whole effect. Yeah, it's the whole effect. Not part, it's the whole effect.
Totally agree.
I suck at the bass. I suck at the bass. I can barely play. I can barely play. Don't be feeling, don't be blowing sunshine this way, Pincer. Don't they? No, I am in no. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing.
I know.
If we're gonna be friends, Pincer, there can't be lies between us. That's all I'm saying. There can't be lies. I know where my level is. I know what I bring to the table here. I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
Well, you have to be. You gotta live in your own skin, you know. I don't care if I suck. I don't care if I don't have any talent, yeah. I don't give a shit at all. That's not what I'm trying to do here. All I'm here for is the laugh. All I'm here for is a gaff. I'm only a jester with this fucking bass in my hand. I might try to find some funny words to say, but they won't be very good. But I'll say them anyway because it kinda seems pathetic. And, you know, pathetic sometimes works. I sense judgment. I sense judgment over there. Oh, no, you did no judgment coming this way. Okay. That is what I want to hear, Pincer. Making you laugh. That's all I'm trying to do is make people laugh. How do I work Fresh Dick Rash into this? Fresh Dick Rash. Fresh Dick Rash. What does FDR mean to you? When you hear the letters, what do they say to you? Is it a fresh dick rash? Or maybe Frank did Rhonda? You tell me. Fresh dick rash. Sounds catchy. That was good. Hey, that was nice job. That was good. Sounds catchy. Fresh dick rash, fresh dick rash, fresh dick rash. Let's see. I wanted it to be something about never going to use DoorDash again, and it had something to do with. It was going nowhere. It was going nowhere. Hang on. I'm losing my. I love that.
Thank you. Aww.
You.
Oh.
That.
Fuck, drain, repeat. Oh god. Oh god, I forgot about that one.
That was the one. That was the one.
Fuck, drain,
Fuck,
repeat.
that was the one. Fuck, drain, repeat. That was the one. It was like, what was the one with drain?
Oh,
What was
my
the
God.
one with drain? Fuck, drain, repeat. Yeah. You know what we're gonna do tonight? Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck,
God.
drain, repeat. That's a little terp. Little terp should be
That
making
could be a
fuck.
little bit.
That couldn't it? You could see that being a little terp. Fuck, try and repeat. I can't do it.
I see what you're doing.
Try and repeat. I can't and play Funk Dead Rockers.
Oh, I fit it in.
Goosebumps
Oh,
shirt.
what? You have the
Yes.
the Goosebumps lunch bag? Oh my gosh. So this is my favorite.
Oh, did her camera screw up?
and,
It's
it
your
was
favorite
really-
what? It's your favorite what? Your camera screwed up at that moment.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Okay.
This is
so
my
it's
favorite.
It's my favorite story from Goosebumps, and that's because it has its own video game, and fucking Jeff Goldblum is in that video game as
Oh
Dracula.
my god. Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, as Dracula.
Jeff Goldblum. He brings it everywhere he goes.
Yep.
He just brings it everywhere he goes.
So that's
Do you
part
want
of
to
the
know what
reason why I love
song?
it.
We're having a party and everybody's fucking and everybody's draining and repeating. No, I don't know that song. I'm not as cultured as you are. I don't know that one. Oh man, it's fucking middle of the night again. Oh man, what happened?
No, just a great idea. Cause I can do like little animations with my drawings
Using
with
different
holes through
mouths.
paper.
You can draw different mouths too. You can create different mouth expressions and different things with it.
Oh, good night, Shelly. Shelly's heading to bed.
Good night, Shelley. Have yourself a good evening. Hope this doesn't keep you awake and make you think, oh, that was creepy. Oh, sleep well, Shelley. Don't think of Jeff Goldblum as a vampire because that's nothing you need to worry about as you're going to sleep. Oh, oh, sleep well, sleep well. Don't worry at all. No one's under your bed. No one's under your bed. No one's in your closet. Nobody is under your bed.
Creepy wizard.
Oh, sleep well. Is this helping at all or bringing you to hell? Oh, oh. Sleep. God. Oh.
Is that what my
this-
art
this-
sounds like?
Is that what?
What my art sounds like? Just creepy and like, oh.
No, why would you associate what I was just doing with your art? It was Shelley going to sleep. It was Shelley going to sleep.
Can you just imagine this little creature singing that?
Fuck train repeats. You've written it on the fucking page.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
train repeats.
Yeah, yep.
Oh. Oh, that creature is awesome. That creature
you.
is awesome.
Thank you.
What does that say? Damn you, Allie. That text and mouth open. Fuck train repeat. Damn you, Allie. You got infected with FDR. Love and hate, get it wrong. I don't know. I've never sang this at the same time and don't know the words, so that fell apart.
What is it?
Come down. Bush? Is it Bush? Come down. I think it was in that creepy Mark Wahlberg movie where he's the stalker bad boyfriend who's who's coming to the house and he's doing. And he did bad things to poor Alyssa Milano, who was the friend. And, what was the name of the girl who was the... Oh, it'll come to me. The girlfriend. But this was one of early Mark Wahlberg. He might have still even been Marky Mark at the time. You know, hawking the underwear. He might have been doing that in the, the rap thing that he was doing. Did okay, you wouldn't have guessed it back then that this guy's gonna really, but I love his comedy. I love his comedy work.
Yeah,
Everything he does is comedy to me. I can't watch him without it being comedy. The most serious of movies, every line he says cracks me up. Every line he says, it's oh my god, he's acting. Watch, he's acting. Going nowhere. I got nothing going on here with this. Any request? Turn it off. Turn it off.
No.
That was the... That went to shit. Everything's going to shit for me tonight, everybody. Fire on the mountains. Yeah, if you could hum a few bars. I mean, I probably know it, but I don't know how to play it. I can tell you right now, I don't know how to play a lot. Does everyone click that like?
Oh shit, yeah.
Click the like on this video. Click the like. Show us that you care some more. Click the like. My name is Mud. See, now you want me to play stuff that is better than what I can play. See, you're going into another area that I just can't. No, I am a hack. Everybody needs to realize I am a hack at this. Hey, there's 31. Look at that now. We passed 30. We got 31 likes.
Cheers.
That is awesome. Metallica. Oh, that's beautiful. Metallica. Where do I go now? I should do something. I should do a song, shouldn't I? Or no? Do I just?
Yes.
I gave you two choices and you said yes. It'd be like A or B. Yes.
What were the choices again?
That right there is all the disrespect I can take. I'll just. I'm fine. No,
I'm so in my painting. I'm so sorry.
I know. No, I was just giving you. I'm the one.
Yeah.
I'm the one with everything failing over here. Fiddler crabs on the ground. Fiddler crabs on the ground. Fiddler crabs, they're everywhere. Fiddler crabs, I just don't care. Fiddler crabs on my towel. There's fiddler crabs on my towel. Fiddler crabs, they're everywhere. No, it's inside my brain driving me insane. That's going no. I got no energy. I've got no vibe,
Well,
no
maybe
energy.
you should smoke a roach about it.
You know, that was some smart thinking there. That was some smart thinking. I will do that. Do we know the time? Do we know the time? Oh Jesus,
No.
It's got to be 3:30. Well, you got people waking. 4 o'clock's like got to be gone time, right?
Yeah, probably.
Well, I'm thinking one of us is. I'm thinking. You're off at Baitland. Doing a great job, but still you're off in Baitland. Loving that. Can you? Hang on.
Yeah, I'll
let
make
me. Oh, you got it. Okay. Oh, that fucking looks awesome. Frank Dead Rhonda. Yes, Frank Dead Rhonda. That looks great. That looks great. I really like the colors, the blues and those pinks and stuff. That really does look cool. The link, everybody, is up at the top of the chat. I know I haven't said that this hour, but the link is up at the top of the chat to the LG LEG threadless. It's a catalog. It's a catalog.
It is a catalog.
Between the drugs and the time of night it is, I couldn't even come up with what it was.
Maybe we should end. Maybe we should end it.
Sure. Here. Good night, everybody.